Alright, we are back with another stream. Let me see if everything is good here. YouTube, what you saying, bro? What you saying, YouTube? Alright, YouTube says we're good. I got the notification. That's good as well. Alright. Let me see here. Alright. Okay. Alright. I got the notification, so hopefully you guys did as well. Let me put it in all messages. There we go. There we do. Alright. Let's wait a little bit now. Okay. Sean, what is up? Good day, G. Good day to you as well, Sean. How is it going? How is it going? We are back with another stream, number 74 this time. And yeah, we got a couple of videos in the queue already. I have the first one ready to go. I'll just wait a minute or two for people to join in, and then we'll get started with this one. Let me see here. Okay. KR, welcome, bro. Yes, I heard KR is back, y'all. I know. I ate whack, y'all. Yeah, KR, bro. I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy for you. How the heck did you even get it back? That's pretty cool, though. I'm glad you got it back, though. Andre, welcome, bro. How you doing? How you doing, Andrea? Just editing while watching, or eating. Never mind, not editing. I'm like, wait, what? Eating, nice. What you eating though? What you got there, Sean? KR is blue now. Hola, Andrea. The guy removed all his strikes out of the blue. Well, damn, bruh. That's a dub. We take those. That's good. Steak. Ooh, okay. I'm eating too. What you eating, Andrea? What you eating there? Everybody's just eating while watching stream now. I mean, it is a good time to eat and watch, so that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. What we got here, the first video right now is Tales Tube number 9. I think we watched number 10 last week. I don't remember watching the Halloween version, so we're gonna watch the scary story Spooktacular, Tales Tube number 9. And I already ate today. That's good. Eating is definitely important. Yeah, so I mean, I'm guessing there's something Halloween related to this video or something like that. Hopefully it's not a jump scare. But yeah, let's just see what's gonna be happening in this one. I like these Tales Tubes. It's good. So let's check it out.
Welcome, boils and ghouls. Tonight, we'll dive into the depths of the unknown, where the shadows hold deadly secrets and the darkness whispers terrifying tales of terror.
Okay.
All right, let's all just take it down a notch here. There are kids watching this, you know?
Yes, be careful, Tails. You're scaring Knuckles, the poor dear.
I'm not scared. I'm considerate. You know, of children.
Well, it's time to put the kiddies to bed, chill seekers. Because tonight, we're going to scare up spine-tingling stories that will leave you howling with horror. It's the Tales Tube Scary Story Spooktacular! Ooh! Rouge, why don't you startle us off with a story?
I'd be glad to. Of course, I hope you don't get too scared when I tell you this story is completely true. Long ago, in the depths of a dark, sinister lab, a brilliant scientist obsessed with immortality dared to defy nature itself. Stitch by stitch, he cobbled together his horrifying creation from forbidden fragments of chaos and darkness. born from this dark experiment, the beast awoke, tortured, burdened with rage and turmoil. A living nightmare with a fractured soul and an unquenchable thirst for retribution.
Does this horrible creature have a name?
Yes.
Hey, Shadow. What's up?
Rouge called and asked me to show up at this exact moment. I assumed it was important, but now I see it was just for a stupid jump scare.
Guilty.
Nice one. Oh, you really got us.
I wasn't scared.
Then why did you scream?
That was a yawn. It's the way all echidnas yawn. I was just so bored by Rouge's story. Ah! See? Yawn. Not scary at all.
All right. Why don't you scare up a spookier story then, Knuckles?
No problem. I can scare you in one sentence. For sale. Baby shoes. Never worn. Because the baby's a ghost and has no feet.
Terrible.
Shadow, be nice.
I liked your story, Knuckles. Very efficient. All right. I guess I'm up next. This story begins on a moonlit night.
Wait, a moonlit night? Kind of like this one?
A moonlit night just like this one. Through the dense fog in the dead of night, a king and his loyal knights marched through the inky blackness. The wicked king, driven by greed, has heard rumor of an ancient talisman buried deep within a pyramid. An ancient talisman that brings eternal life, but the receiver must make a terrible sacrifice. No price is too great for an eternal legacy, mutters the king under his breath. If it's a sacrifice to be paid, my loyal men will be plenty. As the king marches his men through the pyramid, one by one, they disappear into the darkness, dragged to a horrible fate that none could see. At last, the king lifts his torch, entering the chamber of the fabled talisman. "We've made it!" he exclaims, looking back to see none of his loyal team remaining. "I've made it," smiles the king, inching ever closer to the talisman. But as the king reaches for his prize, a chilling wind fills the room. "The prize! The prize!" they call, their souls now doomed to haunt this cursed place. "Yes, the price has been paid!" yells the king as he grabs the talisman finally in his greedy hands and... "The price," echo the voices, even now. And on nights like these, if you listen closely, you can hear the tormented voice of the king, his spirit doomed to haunt these lands, doomed forever to cry...
Hello! Well,
Nice.
not exactly the reception you want when greeting your friends, but okay.
Sonic, we already started without you. What's taking so long?
Sorry, buddy. Just grabbing some snacks. I'll be there before Shadow can say, trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
And here's a piece of candy for you, young man. I like your costume. Let me guess, some kind of grumpy starfish?
I'm not doing this. Chaos control!
Tisk, tisk. Not even a thank you. Kids these days.
A little late to the party, Blue. How unlike you.
Sorry about that. Hate to have kept you waiting, but Knuckles' stories are a little too scary for me.
It's okay to be scared, Sonic.
Thanks, buddy. But right now, all I'm really scared of is going hungry. Let's roast some mallows. All right, who's first? All right.
Marshmallows! Well, it looks like our cackling crew is dying for some s'mores. But thanks for tuning in, dear booers. We'll scream you next time on Tails Tube.
You know, I take it back. I'm also scared of these puns, Tails.
Okay. Well then, that was that.
Look who it is. This is
Yeah, so that was the Halloween version, which was like, what, 3 months ago? Something like that. It's been a while. It's been a while. But anyways, Zach, what is up, bro? A little too early for Halloween, exactly, bro. Maybe we're just a bit too early this year. Good to know they made Knuckles fear of ghosts canon in the movies. Ah, I see. Did they? I don't even know. I'm hungry. One word, taxes. Zach, eat food. And yes, taxes is definitely very, very scary. Hi, Zach. I am Deku or Izuku. What? Well, welcome, bro. How you doing? How you doing? That was lore for a boss in SA2. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. I see. I got you. All right, well, let's see what's next up here. I think it was. Let me see. Yeah, it was the reaction to the Tales Tube that we watched last week, which is interesting. But let's check it out. Okay. Let me put the screen up. Put the volume on. Alright. I don't know. He didn't even spell reacting properly, bro. Reacting to Tales 2 number 10. Bro, fix your title, bro. Come on, man. Alright, anyways, let's check this out. Let's check it out.
Happy New Year's, everybody. I wasn't planning on doing this, but there is a new Tales Tube that was released today, and the only reason I know that, I've been working on finishing the script for Everything Wrong with Sonic X Shadow Generations, and I've seen a lot of a certain search term be trending online. And the reason that's interesting to me is because throughout the course of me working on this script, which has been a long time coming, there has been a name that has been super pervasive throughout my writing process and throughout basically this entire year.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, that's how he just writes as a joke. I got you. Fair enough. He won. I see. Okay.
This has been a thing since like 2022. There is a character who we know who I guess at this point, know next to nothing about. But apparently something has been sort of soft confirmed in this one, or maybe hard confirmed even, I don't know. And that is the pink-haired woman who we saw as like concept art in Tales Tube number 1 or something to that effect. I've never really reacted to a Tales Tube before, but I think that since I wasn't able to get this out in a timely manner for my last video of 2024, I would like for this to be, I don't know what I'm going to be able to extrapolate from this one, but if I'm able to get something out, like, what a way to go out, right? Reacting to a Tales Tube. And let me know, please, if you'd like me to react to more of the Tales Tube, if you'd like me to analyze more of the Tales Tube videos, I'd be happy to. The only reason I haven't really done it is just because I feel like they're very short, there's not much to do with them, but at the same time, you know, I've been reacting to a lot of the Shadow Generations trailers and whatnot, and you know, recently doing a lot of the Sonic trailers and trying to extrapolate as much as I can from them. So please let me know if this is something you would at all be interested in. But without further ado, let's get into it, because I'm very interested to see like what this video is about and in what capacity Tori, the pink-haired girl, Professor Victoria, is featured in it. 4 hours ago. Okay, so this isn't new, but like I saw that people were talking about like Professor Victoria, and it's so funny because like throughout the course of me writing this script, I was like kind of looking up, or I'd seen like little inklings, because there was a thing, I guess before I get into it formally, in the trailer for the Sonic movie 3, she appeared on a billboard that said 12/30/2024. So yesterday, December 30th, we were supposed to get some news about her at some point, like something. And I'm guessing the Tales Tube that we got today is what was supposed to be released. I don't know, because it only makes sense for this to come out today. If it's about New Year's resolutions, it makes sense for it to come out today and not the 30th. So I don't know why the 30th. No, but isn't it technically the 1st in Japan already? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, let's get into it. It's a 4-minute video. Cool.
Happy New Year, everyone! Or happy soon-to-be New Year!
Thanks, Tails.
Just in time to help me ring in the great global rollover with my friends. Let's see if we can catch
3
some
minutes.
of them now. Tails! Happy New Year, Amy.
Hey, what's Amy
How's the
doing?
party going? It's going great. It's a shame
Where is she?
Sonic couldn't make it, though.
She's got a little Sonic. Oh,
Did? Whatever. Happy New Year.
Sonic! What are you doing here?
I thought the Happy New Year bit made it obvious.
You said you were too busy to come to my party.
Never too busy to party, but too busy to stay. Gotta go.
hey, yo.
Honestly, he never changes.
I love the little Sonic and Amy she has in the
Any
background.
New Year's resolutions? You know, I've really been thinking.
It says the Miles Electric Mega in
Get
the
out there and
corner.
Show my love to the world.
That's the same.
Community building.
Yeah, that's the same thing she said in Frontiers. I was gonna say.
Spend more time with my friends.
Oh,
That sounds
look at
like
all this
everything
Sonic
you
Channel art.
already
Jesus.
do, though. Yeah. Well, I want to do it more.
They're really consolidating that aspect of Amy's character.
Oops. Time's ticking down, and I've got more calls to make. Okay. See you. Oh, next year.
Bye, Amy. See you next year.
Tails, aren't you
Rouge.
up past your bedtime, little man?
I'm allowed to stay up and celebrate the new year.
Well,
Do you
just
even
don't
have
make it
parents?
too hard.
Okay. Well, I've been checking in with everyone to see what they have planned for the new year.
Yeah, what's up with you, Rouge?
Have any resolutions?
There it is. There it is. Hold on. Hold on. It's right there in the corner.
I'll be adding to
Something
my
history.
collection
Hold on.
By permanently relocating as many as I can find.
Yeah, but
Oh,
what if
great
they have
art.
historic value? You'll return them later, right? Right?
You know what? It's late.
It's a Shadow Generations reference.
Ugh.
Damn, Sonic.
Let me see. It was this button, right?
That's right,
Oh, hey,
Knuckles.
Tails.
Hi, Knuckles. Happy New Year.
Oh, thanks. You too, kid.
I'm checking in with everyone to see what their New Year's resolutions will be. Have you settled on yours?
Sure. Same one I have every year. Protect the Master Emerald.
That's right, bud.
You always do that.
Yep. But I haven't failed a single resolution.
Well, I don't know about that, bud.
Challenge yourself.
Well, I have wanted to explore the world beyond the island.
How did he do that? It's in the air. How did he
Take on
do
unknown
this?
Challenges.
Yeah, out with the old, in with the new.
Ah, Sonic! When did you get up here? How did you get up here?
You're right.
Lost some time on the way up. I'll make it back on the way down. Happy New Year, bye!
That guy.
I guess that explains where the tornado went. Anyway.
Oh,
I'm gonna
how did you know it was missing?
Colin.
You've been
Happy New
you've been
Year,
calling
Knuckles.
people.
Yeah, you too, kid.
Oh,
I better make this quick. Shadow is.
it's almost time. Tails.
What?
Happy New Year, Shadow.
What?
Have any New Year's resolutions?
No.
I love that Shadow's profile picture was all blurry.
Sorry, no time.
What? I want to hear it. I want to hear his New Year's resolution.
Just like you promised. Okay, let's count it down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year, everybody. It's crazy. 2025, dude.
So, how'd the calls go?
So this confirms that it has been at least a new year in the Sonic universe.
What about you, Sonic?
Sonic, get out of the way. I need something to read.
Not really my style. I like to live in the moment.
What about Year of Tales? I want a Year of Tales.
Spent a lot of time indoors, doing these streams, and I think
The
I'll
music.
take it on
It's
the
Elisa's
road.
theme.
Yeah, Tales 2 on the road.
Yeah, dude.
Yes, I love it.
I better start packing and preparing. Happy New Year, everyone.
I love this idea.
Have a good one.
May smelly egghead be forgot and never brought to mind.
Good one, Sonic.
Canucks, Blues, Monday at 7:30. It's on Prime.
Oh, wait, hold on. I want to go see. I want to go back and see before he
I
said.
also want a Year of Tales, but you'll get it one day, bro. You'll get it one day, okay? Don't worry, KR. Don't worry.
Anything. Here it is. The Mystery of History by Professor Victoria. So that confirms that her name is Tori. Now, there's something important, and this is... They've been teasing the hell out of this character, and I don't know why. Nobody knows why. It's so interesting. And part of the reason I know this too, and part of the reason I even knew this Tales Tube had come out, was because usually when I'm working on an Everything Wrong with Sonic video, I'm constantly like 100% my life is divided between my editing software, my text editor, and the Sonic Wiki. And so I glance every so often at like what the recent edited pages, and usually it has to do with like what the latest game is, or like I've seen that a lot of pages have been edited for the movie, right? Like actors that have done dubbing for the movie, or characters that were in the movie, characters in the movie universe. In particular, I noticed that there was a change to a page titled Professor Victoria, and I'm like, hold on, wait. Over the past few days, I've been seeing more stuff about a character named Tori, this pink-haired girl. The pink-haired girl on the cover of this book. And it's interesting that Tales has this book. In Shadow Generations, on Professor Gerald's journal, there is a note at the beginning that is left to Commander Abraham Towers by someone who is only credited as T. Now, a lot of people thought, well, if this is someone who works for Gun, is it a reference to Topaz from Sonic X? But in the Japanese version of the game, it is literally spelled out as Tori. It's not just T, it's Tori. And again, Professor Tori was her name in the sort of the electronic billboard in Sonic 3. Again, with that date, 12/30/2024. So it was like a soft confirmation that her name was Professor Tori. Now we have it on full record that it is Professor, and people speculated that Tori might have been short for Victoria. Now we know that it is Professor Victoria, and it says the mystery of history. And people have speculated, and this is so exciting to me. This is so exciting because it's probably the one thing I can extrapolate from this whole Tales tube. I might go through it in a little bit of detail and just see little like visual details that whatever, right? For example, that Year of Shadow, cross that out with Sonic, and then what about Year of Tales? I love the idea, by the way, a whole year for Tales. Love it. I would love to like have another shot at a Tales game in some capacity, right? Let's have an HD remake of Tales Sky Patrol. People were theorizing, and especially with Shadow Generations. Spoilers if you've only started playing Shadow Generations because you got it over Christmas or something, but spoilers for something very, very important that was never, and to my knowledge, revealed anywhere else. Maria Robotnik has a baby sister, and people were speculating about whether or not Victoria or Tori or this mystery woman at this point, because we didn't know, we only knew like basic details, if she was related to Eggman at all, and if perhaps she was the baby sister to Maria. Now, her character is something that Ian Flynn has known ever since 2022, ever since she was teased in the first Tales 2. And I can show off, like, this is a screenshot of the first time that she showed up on Tales Tube amongst the cast of the Sonic Unleashed characters. And people were like, well, we don't know who this character is. Who is this? And this was before Sonic Frontiers released, so we were wondering if maybe she was the mystery voice that we eventually found out was the voice of the end. But we were wondering, okay, like if that's not who this character is, then who is this character? We had no idea. With the reveal that Maria has a baby sister, people were then speculating like, okay, so is this Tori possibly Maria's baby sister, who now works for Gun? And it was something that I didn't put a lot of stock in. I thought that it was too good to be true, but now, knowing that she is Professor Tori, it is very interesting for a number of reasons. For one, in the English version specifically, I don't know about any other languages, I know that in Japanese she doesn't say this, but in the English version specifically, she does state that she would like to have more insight as to the lives of Gerald and Maria. It's something that she, or whoever is writing this, T, is, and I guess it's a soft confirmation that it is Tori because of the Japanese version, but like it's something that whoever writes that note says in particular. She says, and let me see, because I have this pulled up currently, so I was working on this so I can actually read what it says. Unfortunately, time and tragedy have not been kind to the journal. What you're holding now is all that remains of the original book. I'm afraid there is no way of recovering the missing pages, nor can I restore the damaged or redacted elements. It's a pity, as I would have very much liked to have greater insight into Gerald and Maria's lives too. Now, if this character who is writing this is purely a gun agent, I mean, granted, a gun agent can be curious, sure, but I feel like there is a specific reason why this gun agent who recovered the journal, whom I might also note refers to Eggman as Dr. Eggman in every instance that they are referred to. Like, I don't know. For some reason, in my mind, when I think like, oh, maybe it is Tori writing this and maybe Tori is Maria Robotnik's sister or something, right? in my mind, all I can think of, like, man, it's weird that she refers to Eggman as Dr. Eggman specifically with, like, an air of respect, right? Like, it's not just Eggman, it's Dr. Eggman, right? Like I said, a gun agent can be curious about Gerald and Maria's lives, but I feel like there's a reason why this character specifically would want to have greater insight into Gerald and Maria's lives. And what if the reason is because this character, this person, is actually related to them? Now, there is something else about this that is very, very interesting to me, sort of in retrospect, but once we're talking about this. On the very first page of Gerald's journal, we can see Gerald Robotnik with his 2 sons. One which he claims inherited his love for archaeology, the other who inherited his love for robotics. Now, Ivo Robotnik, Dr. Eggman, kind of has a knack for both, right? He is a mechanic, he is a roboticist, but to a lesser degree, he is still an archaeologist. There's a lot of shit that he digs up in order to find things. We see this in, like, Sonic Superstars. Like, he finds the North Star Islands because of his knack of archaeology. But also, like in Sonic Unleashed, the Gaia manuscripts. Granted, he kind of kidnaps Professor Pickle in order to find the Gaia manuscripts, but a lot of the stuff that he finds out, Sonic 06 is another example of it too. Like the way that he discovers the Scepter of Darkness and this whole, like, the past of Soliana and all these things. He does a lot of research, and so there is something to be said that he is, by all accounts, an archaeologist as well, right? To a lesser extent, I think that he is more of a roboticist than he is an archaeologist, but if we see the book in this Tales tube, it says the mystery of history. And what is archaeology if not history? Now, considering that we just had a video game, Sonic Frontiers, which delves into the past of the ancients and all the tribe that was related to Chaos and who brought the Chaos Emeralds to Sonic's world, I feel like whatever Sonic Frontiers 2 is going to be, and this really excites me because I don't know where they're going with this, but I'm so excited to find out. I feel like that would be the perfect opportunity if they're going to explore more of Sonic's lore as it pertains to either the Echidna tribe or whatever. I think it would be the perfect opportunity to include Professor Tori if her whole thing is archaeology. Potentially teaming up with Dr. Eggman. She probably doesn't need to. She could be off doing her own thing. But I think something else to note, right, something that was kind of soft confirmed in Shadow Generations, is that Professor Gerald Robotnik was not the one who discovered Emerald, the Gazoid. That must have been one of Gerald's sons, the one that's more interested in archaeology. He was the one that discovered the Gazoid, probably brought it to Gerald and was like, hey, Dad, here's this robot that I discovered. Like, what do you make of it? And so if Maria's dad, like, it's so crazy to say, right? If Maria's dad was the one that discovered Emerald and had a daughter, because even Maria, right? Like, Maria was intelligent in her own right, and she seemed to have more of a knack for developing, she had a love of astrology, but also, like, if she developed the limiter rings to an extent, designed Shadow's air shoes, I think that she must have had more of a mechanical mind than an archaeological or historical mind. And so it makes sense that, again, this excites me so much because it makes me wig out, and I don't know if this is what they're going for, but the pieces are all there, and so I'm just like, this could be what they're going for. But something else to note is that, like, in Frontiers, Eggman says that he doesn't know much about Maria, right? That there was so much love for Maria throughout his family. His family loved Maria so much, and that he didn't really receive that much love, even though he was right there. He makes no mention of any other family members, but he wonders if Maria was anything like Sage is now. He has great love for Sage. And that was a weird statement, because it's just like, okay, what implications does that have? Does Sage, in a way, have, like, the soul of Maria, or, like, Robotnik's memory of who Maria maybe was, or something, right? Like, why is Sage personified the way that she is? It's something that isn't explained entirely well, but if we have Tori in the equation, what does it mean then? Because if Tori is someone who is still alive today, and again, this is just assuming that she's a Robotnik as well, we don't know yet, and she's still alive, is it possible that Ivo Robotnik knew Professor Victoria growing up. Because again, she's a professor, right? Which we don't have many professors in the Sonic universe. Aside from like Professor Pickle, we don't have many other professors in the Sonic universe. And Victoria is a first name. It's entirely possible that it's like Maria, you know, it has that Ria suffix. It's a Latin name. Right? It's Latin, I think. Okay, it looks like technically they are both Latin. Like Maria started out as a Greek name and then was Latinized to Maria. And Victoria is just straight up Latin, just meaning victory. And I feel like even that name might have some sort of connotations. I'm not entirely sure. And I'm just so curious who this character is, what connotations they have for the Sonic series. Are they related to any other characters? Like, just, I feel like they've been dropping really subtle hints. Like, again, Sage and her similarities to Maria, like, because she is considered, like, Robotnik's daughter, or Eggman's daughter, but, like, he's relating her to an actual relative of his, and now, you know, we're getting information that Maria has a sister that we didn't know about, and now this new character that we don't really know much about. Like, what was the point, aside from, like, maybe just dropping that factoid on us, what was the point of mentioning that Maria had a baby sister? You know what I mean? And it's not like they look anything similar to each other as far as I can really tell, but it's just like, I don't know, man. I feel like there's something to this. I can't help but feel like there's something to this. And again, just the fact that she is the one to recover Gerald, like, because you would think it would be Rouge, right? Like, Rouge was the one that sort of had access to Gerald's journal, but no, it's T or Tori who has access to the journal. And it's just like, Okay, let's go through this like bit by bit to see what else we can see, because I didn't even notice Professor Tori at the beginning of this one. Like that one's on me. That one's completely on me. That's Tangle in the background, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's not Tangled. That's the Disney movie. That's Tangle the lemur in the background of Amy's party. Dude, is Rice Bingle at this party? I think that's Ian Jr., the one with the hat. That has to be Ian Jr., right? How did I not notice Big? That's Big right there. That's Big, dude.
I want to get out there and show my love to the world.
Whoa, hold on. What does she say? Show my love to the world, more community building, spending time with my friends.
More community building, more travel. Spend more time with my friends.
More travel. This is a very interesting lineup, by the way. Sonic, Big, Tails, Sonic, Knuckles, Cream, Blaze, Vector, and 3 more Sonics. But even that might be like a clue. I wonder if this is a reference to Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Because, I mean, I don't know how much lore is, or like how much canonicity, how much like story elements are going to be in Crossworlds, but I feel like maybe there could be something there, right? Like, last we saw in Frontier, like, because you have to realize the racing games are kind of main series at this point. Like, Team Sonic Racing had a lot of like canon elements to it, and it was like the first racing game that felt like it was more consistent with the rest of the story, or with the rest of the series. This is coming off the heels of Frontiers and Sonic X Shadow, so I feel like Sonic Racing Crossworld is going to have a lot of like, hey, continuity things. Like, this might be the first time Sonic's seeing these characters in I don't know, I could be wrong about this, but I feel like they're not above doing that. It's interesting that she notes Blaze and Vector as her friends before someone like Shadow or something, right? And again, the fact that they're really focusing on that, like, I want to spread love around the world thing for Amy as a character, it really goes back to my theory on what Frontiers' purpose was, which was to, like, re-establish what the core for the Dreamcast, what their role in the Sonic series was, you know, like what their desires were, what their purpose was. It's the first time we see Knuckles really protect the Master Emerald, or sort of protecting the Master Emerald in a mainline game in forever, basically since Adventure 2, any mention of it really. And we learn that he wants to get out there in the world and do more things. Tails wants to be a hero in his own right, much like he did in Adventure 1. And Amy wants to sort of separate herself from in the Japanese version specifically, she talks about how like she doesn't want to just chase Sonic anymore. She wants to be her own person and like prove to Sonic that she can be more than just her fangirl or his fangirl. And so like in the English version, we do see that she wants to spread love across the world. Like that's one of her goals. It makes her character more well-rounded. It makes her more interesting. And so I'm glad that that's something that they've consistently kept as part of Amy's character. I also think it's interesting how Tails has like a book open to something that has the planet on it. I don't know if that's like a reference to the world or what, but like, I don't know.
How about what if they have historic value? You'll return them later, right?
Historic value? Why would Tails mention that specifically? Again, with the whole, you know, the mystery of history thing and the thing Rouge mentions in Shadow Generations about if she steals gems that are from the past, they lose their historical value. And now Tails is bringing it up. Again, I feel like they keep dropping hints, and I don't know if that's on purpose or if I'm just reading too deep into it or what.
I have wanted to explore the world beyond the island.
He has wanted to explore the world beyond the island. That's what I said before, because that's what he says in Frontiers. And again, I feel like they're alluding to... Could we possibly be seeing, and I don't know if this is true, I don't know what they're going for with Sonic Racing Crossworlds, but I wonder if they're going to see different versions of themselves in Crossworlds where they're just like, oh man, look, a version of Knuckles that isn't the Master Emerald Protector, like someone who gets to live his life. I don't know if that's what they're doing, but it's so interesting, and I think that a lot of that is meant to just set up what the next game is going to be. I feel like they have devised this sort of mini story, or I don't know if they're going to keep doing this, but I feel like from Frontiers onward, they have worked to develop this sort of mini story arc for these characters, right? This could be complete cope, but I really want to believe that they're thinking about this more in depth now, and that this isn't just them like putting a bunch of coincidences together, but they actually have something planned for these characters in terms of a narrative. Even if it isn't something too deep, I want to believe that this is something that they actually want these characters to do and go through as part of their story arc. Where it will resolve, if it'll result in anything, I don't know. Probably not, just because we want to keep the status quo. But I think it's interesting, because again, this is just reflecting a lot of Frontiers. And again, even Tails tells you what his resolution is too. He wants to go around take Tails Tube around the world. He wants to take it on the road. He wants to, again, which is could be a reference to Sonic Crossworld, taking it on the road. But like, again, he wants to do this independent of Sonic. He's not talking about Sonic being a part of these plans at all.
Guess that explains where the tornado went.
And that one, for some reason, I feel like isn't too important, like Sonic taking the tornado. That's probably just a bit for this video, but maybe that has something to do with Crossworlds or like something to do in the future. I don't know. I love that his profile picture is him like trying to block the camera and be like, don't take a photo of me. Where is he? Is he on the space colony? Because I noticed that like Rouge was like in an apartment or something. Like she was overlooking the city. She could have just been in an apartment. I'm looking at Shadow. It looks like he might be on the space colony arc. I could be wrong about that, but it looks like maybe he's on the arc. Blocked caller, and he answers the phone. I love that they didn't add like any sort of robotic filter to Orbot at all. And it's so sad. Like Orbot is so nice. Like he just wants to be friends with Tails and stuff. And honestly, that would be such a funny direction to take this. Like what if Orbot just wanted to be friends with Sonic and Tails like really, really bad? Or not like really, really bad, but just like, you know, I really like you guys. I want to be friends. It'd be so funny. Interesting. I hate that these are flagged automatically as for kids. I can't see like anybody's comments on it and see like what the community is saying, because I would love to know what other people are saying that I've completely missed. Like because I'm not the most observant person in the world, so like there are definitely people who see things. I would not have noticed the Professor Tori thing if not for other people seeing it. I would love to know what other people's opinion of it is and if they noticed anything that I didn't, right? But man, what a year, right? The Year of Shadow. I really hope that they do like other Year of characters, just because like when it came to the Year of Shadow and doing all the things that they did for Shadow, it was great. Like we got a lot of fantastic products, from the movie to Shadow Generations to like the things that they did on the road, all the Tales tubes we got, all the like social media posts that we got. It sucks because I feel like this should have been the Year of Knuckles, just because, you know, this is his 30th anniversary and we didn't really get anything in the way of Knuckles. It was not even a Shadow anniversary year, and yet like he got all the spotlight, which, I mean, I can't complain considering all the stuff was so good, but I would love for them to try to do more Year of characters, just because Shadow was such a success, and people, there's always a Sonic character that's someone's favorite, right? And that doesn't mean that like the Year of Blaze, you know, not to diss Blaze or Blaze fans, but like that's not to say that I think a Year of Blaze would necessarily work, but I think that trying to focus on the major players in this, like a Year of Tails, a Year of Amy, technically 2022 or 23, sorry, was technically kind of the Year of Amy. You know, she was playable in Origins. She got, like, it was her birthday in the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. There was a third thing that happened. I can't remember right now. What was it? Superstar? I can't remember. Point is, like, I think that a lot of things happened that, you know, involved Amy a fair bit, and kind of Knuckles too. But like there was a bit of focus on Amy, and I wonder if that sort of influenced the Year of Shadow. But I would love to see the Year of other characters in this series, just because I feel like it's a good opportunity to do social media stuff. I think it's a good opportunity to explore video game things, movie or show things. Like Knuckles got the Knuckles show this year, which, I mean, that was like the one thing this year Sonic related that was like just fine. It was just okay. But man, I'm excited. I think I'm a little speechless when it comes to this perceived comeback that I think a lot of people are talking about, because it is refreshing. It's very nice to like be excited. I've seen so many people online say that like they played Shadow Generations and they saw movie 3 and they're just like, man, it's exciting to like Sonic again. And it's just like, yeah, it is. It's almost like the sunk cost fallacy has paid off. It's no longer a fallacy, you know, like it's nice to be back at a point where like I'm looking forward to the next Sonic thing, rather than being like, well, I hope the next we'll get him next time, you know, like this definitely feels more like what's next, right? Like people, I think I've seen, are a little hesitant when it comes to Crossworlds, just because like it's another racing game, and Team Sonic Racing was just fine, but like I don't know, I'm kind of excited now because I don't know what the implications for Crossworlds are gonna be, and like what it means for the future of the story, now that they seem to care about you know, unifying it more through Origins, through Frontiers, through Shadow Generations, through the Generations rewrite. It's interesting to, and through Tales Tube even, it's interesting to see what they're going to do with the series moving forward from a story perspective. And again, like I said, it's never been a better time to be a Sonic fan. I genuinely believe that, like not even in the early 2000s with like the adventure games and whatnot, early 90s with the original Sonic games, like I don't think it has ever been a better time to be a Sonic fan than it is right now, if only because it is making a comeback and it is reaching wider audiences that it's never reached because of Sonic Prime on Netflix because of the movies coming out and people, you know, taking their kids or you know, just saying like, you know, there are people who just genuinely go to watch movies that aren't interested in other mediums and they're seeing Sonic and they're just like, hey, this is interesting. Like I want to know more about what Sonic is, and it's hitting the mainstream more and more. And so I'm so excited to see what 2025 has in store for Sonic and his friends in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, in Sonic Rumble, in any other Sonic thing that comes out 2025 and beyond. So thank you guys for sticking with me throughout all this. It's been a tough year for me content wise. I haven't released as much as I'd like to. Even this video is kind of like a last minute, like, hey, Tails Tube came out, let me make a video on it. I would have liked to finish this Sonic X Shadow Generations video beforehand. I would have liked to make an actual, you know, end of year podcast thing like I used to a couple years ago. But I guess this is gonna be the one. So we'll see how 2025 treats us in terms of my disposition, in terms of my energy, in terms of my ability to create more content for you guys. And hopefully I am able to better explain why it was that the latter half of the year and the rest of the year was a little bit slower than it normally is very, very soon. Rest assured that it will, you know, I will talk about this more in depth during live streams or what have you. And if you stuck around this long, thank you so much for sticking by, watching the rest of these videos. It means the world to me that you guys stick around and are still here throughout everything, and supporting my Sonic ventures, supporting my other ventures, depending on, you know, what other topics I decide to cover in my videos. But I really appreciate you. I love you guys. I will see you all next year. And hopefully there is a lot of exciting stuff in store on this channel for Sonic. Otherwise.
Alright, that was, I'm pretty sure, the whole analysis that we got. So that was really interesting. Now, he does go in depth of how there is a new character, seemingly probably Maria's, what was it, baby sister? Another was how they always focused on, a lot of the characters focused on being on the road or going on adventures or spending time with friends. So that was definitely interesting. So yeah, that was really cool. I mean, I don't know which approach they're going to take, at least for the next game, or what they're going to be doing lore-wise, but it does seem like a very interesting interesting topic. You know, if T is the actual baby sister, maybe Maria's gonna come back. I'm not saying she's gonna come back to life, but maybe we'll get Maria something later on, and like a correlation of, oh, like this is how we're baby sister, blah blah blah. I don't know. We'll see something. We'll see how something happen, but it'll be cool. It'll be cool. I think that might take some time, but let them cook. Let them cook. They got some side quests going on, which I'm very interested to see what's gonna be happening there. All right, let's check out the new. Okay, it's a new. What is this? Sonic X Shadow Takeover All Answers. Okay, plus a bonus. Okay, we never watched this either. Okay, so I think this is when the game was released. So let's check this one out. Give me a second. Let me read the chat real quick too. All right. Oh, Alex, what's up? How you doing, Alex? I don't know if you're still here, but what's up? Hey, oh, here I am. Sup, Alex, and here we go. Life's waiting to begin. What you mean, hey? Alright, now that I've made my mandatory appearance, I'm gonna go make dinner. Sounds good, since I just got back home. Zach, how you doing, bro? Welcome, how you doing? Unrelated thing, it took me 6 years to... Zach, you just fumbling, bro. Sean, what the heck, same? Okay. Tails is a hero. Also, is this in analysis part now? Yes, it was. Orbot betrays Eggman when? If Sega tries to do a year of silver, $7. Are you effing serious? Hello, Jess. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, you. Hey. Where have I seen you? I created my own Sonic OC. Oh, okay, that's cool. Thanks. Her name is it Sheila Fox? Sheila Fox. I created her to be Fiona Fox's sister. Okay, that's interesting. Does Shadow know about Maria's baby sister? That's also a very good question. Does he know about that? Probably, bro. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out in the future, but that's a good question, KR. But let's check out this takeover now.
I finally did it. Not only have I conquered Sonic's social media channels, I've taken over the entire year. Now, I only have one thing left to do. I have a score to settle with a certain blue hedgehog. Sonic...
Yeah. Hey, Shadow. You may have had your fancy year of Shadow, but don't forget who's still the main mascot around here. Some of us don't need a special year to be remembered.
Insolent as always. We'll see who the fan favorite is when the questions start pouring in. How many proposals have you gotten?
Proposals? Like marriage? No, see, my fans are normal and understand boundaries.
So, none.
Okay, I just couldn't get around to all of them and didn't want to let anyone down. Anyway, thanks for putting this together. You don't strike me as the kind to initiate this kind of thing. But, where's everyone else? We normally get the whole crew together, you know? Tails, Knuckles, Amy, even Dr. Eggman usually crashes the party. You sure he's not hiding around here somewhere?
They would just get in the way. This is a battle between you and me. Besides, it's Sonic X Shadow Generations, not Sonic X Shadow, X Tails, X Amy, X Knuckles.
Okay, we get it. Well, if that's the way you want to play, then may the best hedgehog win. We've been here long enough that you know the drill, everyone. You can ask Shadow and I whatever you want about life, our favorite hobbies, weird quirks about each other, just about anything. All you gotta do is send us a message today with the hashtag Ask...
Not this time, Hedgehog. In honor of the Year of Shadow, Sega has agreed to officially make this the hashtag of Ask Shadow.
Wow, you really pulled the old run and tattle to dad move?
It was their idea, actually. Looks like my victory is already imminent. I look forward to seeing everyone's questions. I know you all won't disappoint me.
Well then, there we have it. Send in your questions with the hashtag AskShadow, and let's get this started. See you soon. At Ewan Erickson asks, Shadow, how was the Hot Honey concert with Amy?
It was fine.
Fine? Amy showed me the videos. You haven't danced like that since the Olympics. I think you enjoyed yourself.
It was noisy, and the crowd was annoying. But Amy seemed to be having fun, so...
I can't believe you went through with it. I can just picture you tapping your foot to the beat, maybe even doing a little spin. What? No moonwalk?
I'm not here to entertain you with details. Amy and I have another concert coming up anyways.
Oh, really? What's next? Metal band? Some hardcore rock? Or are we going full pop?
Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter, huh?
Yeah, she'll do fine.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Okay.
At Sonic_Paradox asks, Shadow, if you had to save only Tails or Sonic from danger, who would you choose and why? I know you too well, Shadow. I can see this coming a mile away. I'd save Tails, because Sonic's always getting himself into trouble, and I don't want to deal with his nonsense today. Did I get that right? That's what you sound like. Is that your answer?
I'd save you, Sonic. Deal with it.
What?
Damn.
No, wait, you'd really save me?
Tails can fly, you idiot. If you're both hanging off a cliff, he can just get up.
Oh...
You're always running headfirst into danger, so you probably need the help, too.
And there it is.
Plus, I'm faster than you anyways.
All right. Enough of the sentimental stuff. This question's closed. At Liamphibia asks, Shadow, why did Big make you smile? What's this? You actually smiled when you saw Big the cat?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, don't play it cool now. I'm a little jealous. What did Big say to make you smile?
I didn't smile. It was a small gesture. Big's a reliable ally. His enthusiasm can be contagious, that's all.
Small gesture, my foot. You totally smiled because Big's just that awesome. Who wouldn't be happy to see a friend like him?
I've got no time for this nonsense, but fine. Maybe Big's presence was a little more welcome than I expected.
See? I knew it! Maybe the three of us can go on a fishing trip soon, huh?
Yeah, whatever.
That's not a no! At Emsbury asks, has Amy taken you on shopping trips recently? If so, do you just stick around or actually buy things? I gotta know! Geez, Amy's shopping trips. So many times she'll say, what about this? And I'll say, I like it, but she puts it back on the rack. Then she'll pick up another shirt, well, what about this? Or this? Or this? Or this?
Amy is quite insistent. I don't buy anything unless I need it. I'm not wasting my time on frivolous purchases.
Right, sure. You're too cool for shopping, right? You just stand there in the stores pretending not to be impressed by the latest stuff?
I'm not pretending, Sonic. I don't care about that stuff. But, if you must know, I've bought a few things. Like these gloves. And I'll admit Amy's enthusiasm does make it bearable.
Whoa. Wait, Shadow bought gloves? I guess Amy's a good influence after all, huh?
Don't make this into a joke, Sonic. I only bought what I needed, nothing more.
Yeah, sure. But hey, if you ever need a new shopping partner, just let me know. I'll make it fun.
Fun? I'm not here for your nonsense. Just don't expect me to carry any bags.
No promises. You know, I could use a new pair of red shoes. Race you to the shoe store.
You will lose. At Avenue Villager asks, what's with all the matching outfits you two seem to wear? Is it a coincidence? Or is there a reason behind it?
Whoa. You're saying we match? I thought we just had similar tastes.
It's a coincidence. I don't plan my wardrobe based on Sonic's preferences. If you must know, I wear what's practical. I don't need flashy outfits to stand out.
Can I say something here? I think you secretly like it when we match.
I wear what's comfortable and efficient. I'm not here to impress anyone with fashion.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure that's totally it. But hey, I'll admit, when we match, it does look pretty cool. Guess we both know how to rock that red and blue look.
Just because we happen to wear similar colors doesn't mean anything. I'm not trying to be your fashion twin.
Yeah. But if we do ever go to a party, you know I'm picking the outfits.
I'm not dealing with this.
What do you deal with ever? Fluffy Cupid the Fifth asks, Shadow, can you, as the ultimate life form, do one of the things that Sonic can't? Swim. Wow, they really sent in a whole letter with this one, too. That's a quick and easy way to show up Sonic in a test of skill. Wait, why are you on his side? Don't give him any ideas.
Yes. Actually, I can swim. As quick and easy as it would be to show him up in a swimming competition, it wouldn't be satisfying.
Oh, and why is that? Afraid I might surprise you?
Because you'd be dead in 30 seconds. I need to see the look on your face when I defeat you. Drowning just isn't enough.
Oh, well, fine. Then why don't we have a plummeting to Earth contest next and see who survives that one?
Are you gonna need floaties for that one, too?
They're not floaties! They're a fashion choice!
Let's move on.
From TikTok, Cord... Oh, nice profile pic. Cord asks, Sonic, what's the best way to annoy Shadow? And Shadow, what's the best way to annoy Sonic? That's easy. Just being around Shadow is enough to annoy him.
You being around me is annoying. There's a distinction.
You know, I think if I really wanted to get under his skin, I'd slowly take my time when we're racing. Like, really drag it out and let him think he's winning. It gets under his skin every time.
Fast doesn't always mean better. If you stopped yelling, "Gotta go fast," every time we're in the middle of something important, you'd realize that I get things done.
You see? I'm annoying him as we speak.
You really are good at this, huh?
I don't know. You tell me, Shadow.
Work today is broken.
Yes,
We're
it
all
is
working in
broken.
too many disconnected apps, and it's killing team productivity.
Yes.
Searlzak asks, why do you have chest fur and Sonic doesn't? Is it because Sonic is less manly than you are?
Oh, come on. They did not add that last part.
On my honor. Yes, Searlzak. I am more of a man than Sonic will ever be.
Okay, first off, we're hedgehogs, and I just like to keep it clean cut. Makes me way more aerodynamic so I can keep running laps around you.
It's not even just the chest fur. Even just hearing your voice. I didn't know voices could naturally be an octave that high.
What did you just say about my voice?
How did you do that?
It is called acting, my friend.
Is that supposed to be Ezio?
It's totally Ezio!
Lame. Toshi asks, what matters more, the journey you take, or the people you meet along the way?
Well, for me, it's the journey, no question. Every new challenge, every race, every crazy adventure, it's what makes life fun. Sure, meeting cool people along the way is awesome, but I make the journey my own. That's what keeps me running.
The journey is important, but if you don't learn from the experience, you'll always make the same mistakes. You'll not only hold yourself back, but you'll stunt others as well. In the end, it's the lessons you take from the journey that matter most.
Oh, is Shadow getting all deep on us now?
I'm not getting deep. I'm being honest.
Yeah, right. Well, if the journey's that important, I guess you're just following me. In my shadow, huh? You know, as usual.
Watch your words, hedgehog. Amelia asks, if you and Sonic could swap lives with each other for a day, what's the first thing you'd do?
Oh, I know. I'd skate all around the world in your air shoes and tell everyone I see what an amazing hedgehog my good buddy Sonic is.
I'd wake up and say, I'm Sonic, and I'm stupid.
Oh, come on. You have to at least try.
Fine. I would run up to Amy and say, hi, Amy. I'm Sonic, and I'm stupid.
Hey, don't bring her into this.
Why not? Don't want to embarrass yourself?
Well, no, she's just... Look, she's not here to defend herself. Okay, anyway, great question, Amelia. I thought you and I agreed we weren't going to go there.
Never. To Sonic, Trixoid asks, how do you feel about Shadow having cool flying wings, and you don't?
Huh? Well, I've got Tails and the Tornado. Flying's covered. Wait, when did Shadow get wings?
Black Doom tried to turn me into his ultimate disciple to control the world.
Oh, right. Yeah, that guy. Who was Black Doom again?
Don't go there. Merrick Kraft asks, if he's there, to classic Sonic, why don't you ever say anything?
Nice.
Wow, Sonic. I liked you so much more before.
Oh, come on, his response makes sense to me. Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for the question, Merrick. Morticia, somewhat desperately, is asking, Shadow, please! Why do you hate Tails?
I don't hate Tails. I admire his intelligence and tenacity. For a child, he shows great strength in making decisions under pressure.
Really? Do you not remember completely clocking him on multiple occasions? You've antagonized him quite a bit in the past.
He's just been in the wrong place at the wrong time. I hold no ill will against that fox, unless he gets in my way.
You know, he really is the best, isn't he, Shadow?
Don't push it.
Diego MB 6,873 asks, how would you describe your rivalry with Sonic? Oh, and greetings from Mexico City.
Mexico City? That sounds like a lovely place.
Huh. Anyway, rivalry? Nah, more like friendly competition. I mean, sure, I'm always one step ahead, but it keeps things interesting. Shadow and I are like two sides of the same coin, always pushing each other to be better. Plus, if I'm being honest, I kind of enjoy the challenge.
It's not a friendly competition. I don't waste time with games. I fight because I have a purpose. And if that happens to clash with Sonic's impatience, then so be it.
Come on, Shadow. You don't get a rush trying to outdo me every chance you get. You gotta admit, it gets the heart pumping.
This isn't about you. It's about fulfilling my own goals. And while you may think this rivalry is fun, I don't waste my time on trivialities. It's just coincidence that we always seem to be at odds.
Fine, call it whatever you want, but deep down, you know it wouldn't be the same if I wasn't here to keep you on your toes.
Whatever you say, Sonic. But don't get too comfortable.
See, I win again. Cedric Henderson asks a question to both of us. We always see you compete to see who's faster, but who can beat who in a good old-fashioned thumb wrestling match?
Who cares? I'm not wasting my time on something so inconsequential.
Sounds like you saw these thumbs and cowered immediately.
You are so annoying. Okay, fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a thumb war.
Wait.
I win! I win! I am the ultimate thumb wrestler.
You did not. You're only saying that because there's no one here to witness this absurdity.
Don't forget, everyone, these thumbs are officially legendary.
This is beneath me. Kaylin is asking, if both of you had to babysit Cream, how do you see that going?
I would just put it in the fridge so it doesn't spoil. Oh, Cream! Like, both of us babysitting together, or how would each of us handle babysitting separately?
Either way, it would be fine. I can keep control of any situation.
Yeah, right. Well, what would you do if she wanted to go to Twinkle Park, and you get there and buy her a 12-scoop ice cream cone, and just as you see the light of happiness in her eyes, she goes to take her first bite, a lone seagull comes crashing into it and spills it on the floor, and she's completely inconsolable?
Why is that so oddly specific? I would simply use chaos control before the seagull ever had a chance to ruin her day. What would you do?
I would simply use my super speed to catch the ice cream cone before it fell without needing to manipulate space and time. No fancy chaos emeralds needed, no tears, no problemo. Even if it didn't work out, I'd be able to console her with a little something called empathy.
Whatever makes you feel better, Hedgehog.
You know, maybe we should go see if Cream wants to go out for ice cream.
This was your plan all along, wasn't it? Fine.
Oh, let me guess. Coffee flavor for you?
Don't act like you know me. But, yeah.
Nice.
Huh. Some monkey in a ball asks, what are your thoughts on our monkeyfied cosplay of you?
Yes, I'm familiar with the monkey that dresses like me, and I like that. However, I do have something to say.
Oh, go off, King!
This is a message to all those ridiculous monkeys. Free yourselves from the ball. You're more than this. Evolve.
I think the point of Super Monkey Ball is for them to be in balls,
And
but...
another thing. When the monkey falls off the stage and the announcer shouts, "Fall out!" That's not even the right game.
Hi, this is Sonic the Hedgehog. Shadow does not speak for me. I love being in the Super Monkey Ball games, so please ignore him.
Those monkeys need to put on some pants! Never mind. Forget I said that.
Nazo-senpai asks, I would like to ask you how you feel about being the focus of attention this year.
All this attention? It's expected. I am, after all, the coolest.
Who wouldn't be excited to see the ultimate life form in action? You've been hard to miss this year.
I didn't ask for the spotlight. But if people want to acknowledge my greatness, I suppose I can tolerate it. Just don't expect me to get all sentimental about it.
Come on, Shadow. You're totally enjoying it. The fans are loving it, and heck, you're even getting your own solo stuff this year.
I've always stood on my own. But if people want content, I'll give it to them. But don't mistake that for seeking attention. It's just a natural consequence of fulfilling my purpose.
Yeah, sure. But you're in the lead this year, Shadow. You can admit you're enjoying the spotlight.
Let's move on. Jet the Hawk VA asks, "Hey Sonic, when's the last time you've seen Jet?"
Jet. Last time I saw him was during one of our usual races. I mean, the guy is fast, but you know how that goes. It's always neck and neck, but doesn't really amount to much.
Jet. That green bird with the attitude. Haven't seen him in a while. Not that I'm keeping track.
Who knows when we'll see him again. But it seems lately, rivals have a way of coming back around. You know what I mean? Shadow?
Who cares? I've got more important things to focus on.
It's always fun to have a little competition, right? I mean, that's why you keep me around. Bubble Wrap G5 asks, Shadow, why does Black Doom keep sending you to Radical Highway?
Black Doom wanted to torment me. He knows the significance of those memories and opened up those wounds to hurt me. Unfortunately for him, I am stronger than that.
You sure he didn't think it was just radical?
Leave it to you to downplay my vulnerability, Mr. Green Hill Zone.
You're right. I'm sorry. But I mean, it is pretty radical.
Retro Koval asks us both, do you guys miss Silver? Do you like Silver? What's going on with Silver? How do you define the dynamic between the three of you? Where did all these Silver fans come from?
Oh, who doesn't love Silver? The guy's got a good heart, even if he can be a little over the top. His determination to save the future is something I can respect.
The guy's always in a rush trying to fix the future, as if he's the only one who can get things done. He's not the most patient, but still, I respect his strength and conviction.
Hey, Silver's got his own way of doing things. Kind of like a certain someone I know.
If he showed up needing help, I wouldn't turn my back on him.
Agreed. We've got a big brother, little brother situation going on. Except Silver's from the future, so we're a little mixed up time-wise.
I tend not to think about it.
Yeah, me neither. Not gonna lie, it's kind of complicated.
Archived asks, for Shadow and Sonic, which of you is best skilled in drawing among the two of you? Just asking, he.
Oh, you want us to draw something? Well, that's perfect for the podcast medium. All right, here goes. Here's a paper and pencil. Let's see, drawing Shadow. Well, he's got to be running. That's easy. With an intense look on his face. Kind of a contrived intense look, but how else do you capture the ultimate life form?
I don't know why you'd want me to draw anything, but yeah, I'll just put down some blue spikes and a cocky grin.
That's it? My spikes are legendary. Make me look cooler. Oh, and with a cool background, like a winding racetrack or the horizon, or something flashy.
I don't need your input, Sonic. It's a portrait, not a race. I'll make sure it's accurate.
All right, and done. Okay, we'll each show each other on the count of 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's never hold pencils ever again.
Agreed.
Question from Ringtail VA. Hey Shadow, growing up on the Ark, what was your favorite game to play with Maria when you had the time?
Maria and I didn't really play games. We spent most of our time talking, reading, or training. I didn't have much time for games on the Ark.
Oh, come on, Shadow. You mean to tell me you didn't play anything with Maria? Not even one game of Sonic Shuffle? I mean, that's a missed opportunity.
Fine. If you must know, there was one game we used to play. A game of strategy. Chess. Professor Gerald taught me, and I'd play with Maria.
Oh? Shadow, the ultimate life form, enjoys a game of wit and strategy?
Chess requires focus and precision, Sonic. Traits you could learn to appreciate.
Hey, you don't know. I could be a chess master.
You don't even know the rules of chess, Sonic. And don't expect me to teach you. You'd probably lose on purpose just to annoy me.
Hey, I'm just good at playing the game my way.
You're exhausting, you know that?
Games Cage says, Hey Sonic, hey Shadow, I would like to turn a new leaf, and with that I ask, can I join the squad? I would love to be either on Team Hero or Team Dark. Which one of you will have me?
Games Cage. That's the guy who hurt Tails a few years ago, isn't it?
Yep, that's Fidel. We know how much you've grown and changed, so sure, you can join the squad. Team Dark would be happy to have you.
Yeah, unfortunately, we just closed applications for Team Dark, but I know Team Hero is always desperate for help.
Whoa, we're not desperate, we're just accepting.
So that means you'll accept him?
Damn.
Sure, you can join the squad, Fidel.
That's it? You cave so easily.
Yeah, that's it. Anyway, initiation starts next week. Not a lot of seats in the tornado, and only one parachute, which Tails called dibs, so get ready to hold on! Pumpkin asks Shadow, do you feel like you're Sonic's biggest rival?
Who cares?
I'm not sure if I'd call Shadow my biggest rival.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, Knuckles can be pretty tough when he's not busy guarding his island.
Knuckles?
Jet's a pain too, and don't even get me started on how stubborn Metal Sonic is. I mean, seriously, who is my true rival?
All right, fine. Where do I rank on this list of yours?
Probably right between Zavok and Dodonpa.
I hate you.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad. Between Zavok and Dodonpa, I'm basically giving you a compliment.
I really hate you.
Oh, you just dropped below Zavok.
Mirza Lolo asks, Sonic, how's Elise?
Who's that now?
Sonic the Hedgehog 5522 asks, do you know Joe? Joe?
Yeah, I know Joe. Joe Mama! Whoa! Up top!
Bruh.
Down low.
You know, you can have fun every now and then. Proto Raymond 2 asks, Shadow, what do you do when you're not adventuring?
None of your business.
Well, I can answer that. Brooding in a cave. That's pretty much his whole vibe.
I don't brood. I focus on more productive things. Training, honing my skills, preparing for whatever comes next.
Yeah, sure, yeah. But don't you have any hobbies? I mean, what's a typical evening with Shadow look like?
If you must know, I read. History, strategy, things that actually matter.
Wow, so there you have it, folks. The ultimate life form is a bookworm!
Why do you look so pleased with yourself? What do you do when you're not running around like an idiot?
Nothing. I just run.
You're as exciting as watching paint dry.
Damn.
Spider Titan Man asks both of us, if you and Sonic would do a 1v1 in a video game, who would win?
Well, I'd win easy, and then pull out one of these. Hey, Macarena,
Your form is all wrong. Just sloppy all around. Here, like this.
Hey, Macarena!
At Whisperwolf says, hi, Sonic. I'm your biggest fan. Ugh. Please, can I have a hug?
Aw, thanks for the love. A hug? Well, you're in luck. Come on over, let's do this. Big hugs from the fastest hedgehog around.
You think Sonic's hugs mean anything? It's just a fleeting moment of energy. There's no depth to it.
Come on, Shadow. You should try it sometime. Maybe a hug can help take the edge off. Hey, you never know. Maybe you're just in need of a hug, too. Come on, Brooder, bring it in here.
I'm fine. I don't need your kind of hugs.
Rude. Still, to my biggest fan, thanks for the support. You're awesome. Unlike Shadow.
Ayo, it's Christy asks, what did it feel like when you turned into Super Sonic for the first time? Did using the Chaos Emeralds that way come naturally to you? Or did it take a while to get used to?
Oh, my first time going super. Who could forget the rush of energy? Like you're on top of the world. And when the Chaos Emeralds kick in, it's intense. But the power's so natural to me now, it just clicks.
For me, the Chaos Emeralds are a tool, a means to an end. The transformation itself, it wasn't hard. But the first time, I had to learn to harness that power. I couldn't afford to let it get out of control. Not that it's ever been a problem since.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the first time you went super? I seem to recall a little bit of difficulty controlling that power. Huh? Ring a bell?
I did what needed to be done. Unlike some people, I wasn't showing off.
Oh, wow, hey, I can't help it if we look cool. Not everyone can handle that much power all the time.
Going super requires focus. Power is nothing if you don't control it. But once you've got it, you can do things no one else can.
Yep, we're pretty wise, aren't we, Shadow?
We?
Moondraw asks, Shadow, what's your current relationship with Commander Abraham Tower? Do you guys go out for dinner from time to time? Huh, Abraham Tower. The gun commander you grew up with on the Space Colony arc?
I haven't connected with him in a long time. Wait, what are you doing?
Calling Commander Tower. This is gonna be great.
What?
Hello?
Abe, you're on Sonic X Shadow Takeover Live. Here's Shadow.
You did not...
Shadow, it's nice to hear from you. You, doing well?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Running the military's treating you well?
Yeah, it's, good. Listen, maybe you'd want to come over for dinner sometime. Meet my grandson. My wife makes a mean pot pie. Not to brag or anything.
Sure. Maybe. That sounds... good.
Okay, yeah, well, thanks for calling, Shadow. Have fun on your, Twitter, Tickety Talk radio show.
Look at that. I'm over here working miracles.
Sonic, that was incredibly awkward.
There's simply nobody else like me.
Sonic the Cahoot asks...
Oh, that is a great name.
Sonic and Shadow, what are your opinions of Orbot and Cubot?
Oh yeah, Dr. Eggman's robo-assistants. I guess I don't really have any strong opinions either way.
The Cube one seems inoffensive enough, but Orbot, there's something about him that just irritates me. He's so unnaturally spherical. His eyes glow, but it's as if there's nothing behind them. He doesn't deserve to don the colors red and black.
You know, now that you mention it, Orbot seems like an even nerdier Omochow, and I did not think that was possible.
Just an absolutely despicable excuse of a robot. I've never...
Oh, hello, you two. I heard you were working here all day and thought I'd stop by to see if you wanted some coffee.
Oh, Orbot. Hello. Hey, how long have you been standing there?
Oh, just a few seconds.
I'll take a tall coffee, black, with extra beans on the side.
Shocking. Yeah, and I'll have a latte. Thanks, Orbot.
Wow, what a great robot.
Yeah, really great guy. So thoughtful. Definitely my favorite of the two. Thanks for the question, other Sonic.
Nice.
Poodle Pit asks, hey you guys, my question is this. What's your tips and tricks for taking care of your chow? You must provide the basics, food, shelter, and attention. I've trained my chow to be strong, to focus. They've got discipline.
Boring. I show my chow the best time. We race around, play games, and I give them all sorts of treats. They love it.
It's not about playing games, Sonic. It's about strength, about training them to be ready for whatever comes. That's how you show them you care.
Fine, but while my chow is having the time of their life, your chow is probably doing push-ups or whatever. My chow wins, hands down.
We'll see what my chow says about that.
You're on! Sugar Cookie 2 asks, do you guys believe in ghosts?
Ghosts? No. I deal with real threats, not imaginary ones.
Are you sure about that? We've been to a haunted mansion, a spooky graveyard. I think there might be something to it.
You might be entertained by that nonsense, but I'm focused on real missions. I don't have time for fairy tales.
Nah, yeah, you're probably right. I'm sure there's nothing to... Boo! You can't blame a guy for trying.
When you're in real danger, don't come running to me to handle it.
Boo! Dang it.
Spunk Boy asks, why do you skip my question every takeover?
Oh, wow. Passive aggressive. What's their question?
That was it.
Okay, then. Thanks for the question, Spunk Boy. The fake hedgehog around here asks, to Shadow, how are Rouge and Omega? And to Sonic, what's your relationship with them like? Well, Rouge and I? Yeah, we're cool, mostly. I mean, she's a bit of a troublemaker, but I gotta admit, she's got a good heart under all that Jewel craziness. And Omega? Yeah, he's a bit intense, but we've got an understanding. He's like my annihilate first, ask questions later kind of buddy, not the one for deep conversation. Shadow, what do you think?
They're fine, I suppose. Rouge is as unpredictable as ever, but I trust her. As for Omega, we may not always see eye to eye, but we share an enthusiasm for blowing things up.
You know, I don't hang out with Omega enough. I gotta fix that sometime.
You need to. Someone has to balance your exuberance.
Oh, please. I think Tails balances me out just fine.
Wrong. He's part of the reason you're always in trouble.
Damn.
Okay, touche. Born of Kokiri asks, hey Shadow, what was your favorite Doom power to use in the white space? Mine are the Doom Wings. What in the world does that mean?
Doom Morph.
Doom Morph? What's that?
I lose my mortal form to become a ball of chaos, smashing through everything in my path. Jealous?
Honestly, a little bit. But hey, as long as we're both wiping out bad guys, I'd say we're doing pretty good.
I swing from chaos blobs in the sky to reach places I normally can't.
Oh, okay.
And if I release from the chaos blob at the right time, I rocket into the sky.
Yeah, I'm not jealous anymore.
Skill issue.
The Lowest 5 asks, can you wish me luck on my final test tomorrow?
Wait, let me see if I understand this right. This person has an exam tomorrow, and they're spending their time listening to us instead of studying for a test that may determine their educational future?
Well, yeah, I guess that's what it sounds like.
Sounds like poor time management to me. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Wow, lighten up. Well, good luck, the Lowest 5. Tweaky K asks, Shadow, have you ever given a gift to Sonic on his birthday?
No. My presence is more than enough.
It's not.
To Sonic, since you don't have a home, I'm curious. Where do you sleep?
Wherever I want. And I know Tails' couch is always available if need be. Where do you sleep, Shadow?
No more questions.
But, well, I mean, everyone's dying to know.
No more questions.
And that's a wrap. Today absolutely flew by, but sadly, it's time for us to say goodbye to all of you.
We had so many questions coming in throughout the day. I could really feel the love for me.
Is that what you're... Okay, well, it was impossible to keep up with everything, but we appreciate everyone for sending such creative questions and bringing back so many great memories. I hate to admit it, but I actually had a really good time hanging out with you, Shadow.
You weren't as irritating as you normally are either.
You know what? I'll take it.
We should do hashtag Ask Shadow every year. I knew that's what the fans would want.
I don't know about that, but I don't mind sharing the spotlight with you just this once.
You didn't have a choice.
Okay, sure, but I'm trying to say I'm not mad about it. You deserve the recognition.
Now you're just going overboard. But thank you, Sonic.
And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. You are all what keep me running. If you have a birthday today, happy birthday. If you don't, happy Friday or Saturday or whatever day it is where you're at.
Here's to the greatest year Sega has ever known. Stay fearless, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Again, who's Elise?
Bruh, okay. Alright then. Well then. Those are some fun questions that they do. And yeah, Fidel is now Team Sonic, Team Hero, right? Got rejected by Shadow, but look, Sonic at least accepted Fidel, alright? That's good. Let's see what's next up. Let's see here. It is... What is this? The tragic history of the Bio Lizard. Okay. Alright, let's see this one. Alright, let's check this out then.
The Bio-Lizard was the prototype for Project Shadow and serves as the final bosses of Sonic Adventure 2. But the lore behind it runs rather deep, as it's interwoven with the past of Gerald Robotnik and leads up to the creation of Shadow the Hedgehog. Much of this backstory was already hidden in Sonic Adventure 2 and further elaborated in the Japanese Sonic Adventure 2 Perfect Guide, and more recently, more info has been revealed alongside Sonic X Shadow Generations in the form of Gerald Robotnik's journal. The physical version can be obtained as a pre-order bonus for the physical release of the game, and this is just a paper booklet. What happened to the book? There was an infomercial promoting it and everything. Did Sega just scam me again? Today we are talking about the Bio-Lizard. In the beginning, Project Shadow was born out of Gunn's desire for advanced weapons research and the President's obscene request to discover a means to create immortality. All due to Gerald Robotnik's discoveries researching a Chaos Emerald and the incredible potential of Chaos energy. After initially refusing, Gerald eventually gave in when the President kept insisting, and Gunn threatened to withhold funding, and his beloved granddaughter Maria became greatly ill. Project Shadow became Gerald's answer to all three. The project to create a powerful, undefeatable living weapon that could survive anything, the DNA and genes of which could be researched to find cures for the incurable. In short, the ultimate life form. Finding a cure for Maria had become an obsession for Gerald, and creating the ultimate life form served as his perfect opportunity to find it. As research and development commenced for Project Shadow, the research team tried to figure out a way to siphon chaos energy from the emeralds and then apply it to living tissue. During this process, Gerald developed chaos drives, artificial crystal replicating the material of the emeralds kept inside a small device that can store the chaos energy. Supposedly, direct application would be too harsh, but a living organism made to be compatible with chaos energy that can directly interface with an emerald would be fearsome indeed. With tests proving promising, the next stage was trials on living subjects. Gerald chose to use salamanders as they were known for their regenerative tissue, which allows them to regrow limbs and organs such as heart and brain. I'm not making this up, this is a real thing, boys and girls. Who said video games didn't teach you anything? And in Gerald's case, the salamanders were a manageable size for testing with the chaos drives to see how their vitals respond. Meanwhile, with Gunn breathing down his neck, he supplied them with chaos drives to use as batteries for their mechs and machines, which they still do to present day. Unfortunately, an impasse was reached with the test subject. Its biology was reacting heavily to the chaos energy, causing accelerated cellular growth. Salamanders typically fit in the palm of your hand, but this one was growing at a rate where its own organs and biology couldn't support itself properly, requiring artificial replacements and an external life support system powered by chaos drives. But as it continued to grow, that life support system would need to require continuous upgrades. The subject was changing, becoming uncontrollable, roaring and thrashing about. Soon enough, not only was its size continuing to increase, but it was also producing its own chaos energy and was becoming a biohazard. Hence the nickname, Bio-Lizard. It was moved to a larger location on the Ark to provide it more space and where the researchers could continue their experiments. Project Shadow Confidential Report 23 states, current status as of 12:30 AM on January 27th, we initiated the experiment to start Shadow's first prototype. Experiment was successful, the lifeform's external engine and the organ to start chaos control are working normally. However, the measurements of the experiment was higher than we expected. We will continue this experiment at the central dome from now on. Note, Professor Gerald pointed out the growth and speed of the prototype is getting faster. The body is currently 2.7 meters and the current weight is 350 kilograms. It's growing so fast that in the last couple of days, at an exponential level, Professor has requested that the control part of the lifeform's vital organs need to be reinforced. We need to keep an eye on the prototype. Because the prototype is not strong enough to walk by itself, but it has a strong neck and tail. The prototype is still sensitive to the temperature and human changes, and its intelligence and learning ability is still low. At this point, the prototype is still more like an animal. All developmental issues aside, seemingly things with the Bio-Lizard were progressing. With great regenerative capabilities and with both the Chaos Drive-powered life support engine and a special organ, it was capable of using Chaos Control on its own without a Chaos Emerald. But joy was short-lived when they realized the Bio-Lizard they created was a monster. Violent and rageful, attacking scientists, and was far too large and powerful to be controlled. Regrettably, it had to be deemed a failure. Professor Gerald was understandably disheartened by this. All that work, what to do next? Out of desperation, the next attempt required a partnership with an evil space warlord, and everything seemingly went well. During this, the biolizard was kept under observation, but the residents aboard the Ark were fearful, especially after it had attempted to escape from the Ark's research facility, which led to the information of how powerful and dangerous the biolizard was, ended up being leaked to Gunn. It could have been the planet-destroying Eclipse cannon, maybe it was the powerful rampaging robot, it could have been making deals with evil space warlords, but it was Project Shadow, a dangerous monster that led Gunn to raid the Ark, stop or destroy the project, and hold Gerald Robotnik accountable. The biolizard was found in the deepest part of the Ark, and apparently did not go down without a fight before being encapsulated and sealed away on the Ark. Everything went wrong that day. Everything taken away from Gerald, who went insane after finding Maria's name on the list of the deceased, leading to his revenge plot entrusted to be carried out by his finalized, perfect ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog. Events between post-Ark raid and the execution of Gerald Robotnik, and what steps he took to both set up and initiate this plan, involving turning the Ark into a destructive meteor, with the biolizard acting as a failsafe to defend the cannon's core from anyone to try and stop it, keeping the Ark on its collision course at all costs. Which is fascinating that this would be possible considering how uncontrollable the biolizard was, but, assumably under the influence of desperation, anger, and insanity, he clearly found a way.
Glorious era of the Empire of Pac-Man.
50 years later, Rouge the Bat uncovers the secrets of Project Shadow's prototype, not knowing the context that another final version had been made, throwing into question if this is Project Shadow, who is this hedgehog? When confronted, Shadow had nothing to say as he had never seen the biolizard before and his only concern was completing his mission. At the end of the game, when Sonic and Knuckles try to breach the cannon's core, they are blocked by a Chaos Control followed by the biolizard, which is then confronted by Shadow, who holds it off while the other two get the Chaos Emeralds. In the context of Sonic Adventure 2's story, the biolizard serves as not only the final obstacle, but a mirror to Shadow, for everything he had supposedly represented, a dangerous, violent living weapon. Fighting it off serves as his redemption in the story, proving he is none of the things the biolizard is. After its defeat, it uses Chaos Control to transport itself onto the end of the Ark's cannon, merging itself into the machinery in the process. Gross. The thing is destroyed for good thanks to the efforts of Super Sonic and Super Shadow, and that's the end of the biolizard. There is a lot more to this second last boss of Sonic Adventure 2. So much history behind this, and I think now I understand this line from Shadow in Shadow Generations.
You tortured soul, I will end your suffering.
And showcases new abilities in its reimagined boss fight. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it fascinating, because I certainly did. Stay tuned, and stay awesome.
Alright, that was the tragic fate or history of the biolizard. Yeah, pretty sad history. Man was a guinea pig and unfortunately was just too crazy and got too powerful. Let's see what's next up here. Next up is Shadow Generation Sonic Movie 3 Pack DLC playthrough. Okay. So I did not get the DLC, so this is going to be interesting. Alright. Let's do this one. By the way, did you know the biolizard was actually in Sonic 3? He was the monster in the movie. Maria and Shadow were Watching. Oh, interesting. Maybe, I don't remember now. It's been a while, so I don't remember exactly. But yeah, possibly. All right, let's check this out. Okay.
Where am I now? Huh? Is that me? Huh? I've taken on another form? I feel as if I've left my own dimension. Suspicious. I should follow. Looks like I kept my basic form ability. Alright, a beautiful city. It looks like how Maria described the Earth. I need to find my way back, or fight my way out. What are they doing here? What a waste of time. You can't stop me. Chaos control. Let's do this. This is the ultimate power. Too slow. Yep. Yeah. Perfect.
Damn, okay. Okay then, bro.
Oh. Control! I have no time for this. I have to complete my mission. But I'll be back.
Oh wow, there's more. Okay.
Yep. Nice. Yep. Yep. Ha! Yeah. Ha! Ha! Yeah. Ha! Ha! Yeah. Ha! Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Let's do this. Nice. This is the ultimate power. Yeah. Ha. Ha. Yep. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Hup. Yeah. Yep. Ha. Ha. Hup. Ha. Yep. Ha. Hup. Yep.
Damn. Just hit S rank. Okay. Alright, that was really cool, man. Okay. You know what? The DLC, man. Alright, I see. Got some of that movie, and then also Keanu Reeves was voicing him during that part as well. That was pretty damn sick. Yeah, that was really cool. I like that. I like that. Let's see here. Next up is it Silver, I think. The problem with a year of Silver. Okay. What is the problem? Let's find out. And Act 2 would have been cool. Yeah, I think that would have been pretty damn cool, but pretty hard to make. But yeah, let's check this out.
Silver the Hedgehog. I've never had fun playing as him. Oh, and I'm only getting started. Despite probably being the #1 Sonic character with the most missed potential, he's managed to amass his fans. People love Silver. I love Silver. He's our time-traveling telekinetic badass while also being our lovely little cinnamon roll. Just kidding, he's not a cinnamon roll. Stop writing him like one.
Damn.
So, I've never had fun playing Silver for what he himself brings to the table. I've had my fun playing him in spin-offs and in mods, sure, but when it comes to actually using his kit and abilities that are specific to him, I've never found myself genuinely loving it. It doesn't help that his playable debut is an absolute slap of a shit show, genuinely one of the worst, most garbage waste of potential I've ever witnessed. Stop defending 06. And it also doesn't help that Silver hasn't been playable in any mainline capacity since then. An honest shame, really, but hey, with a hypothetical year of Silver, that could be changed. Now here's why a year of Silver won't work. So, the Year of Shadow set out to accomplish reintroducing Shadow and to the masses and marketing what he and his backstory are all about before the movie featuring him came out, yeah? Well, Silver's gonna take a lot more work in that regard, as he doesn't really have an definitive background to even explore. Thematically, not only did 06 erase itself, but it and all the events that take place in it all do so in another continuity separate from the one we are currently following. Sonic lore, bear with me. The Mephiles fight in Shadow Generations is a recent confirmation of this, by the way, in case you don't believe me. I mean, it doesn't really get more evident than that. We could go with the very next game Silver makes an appearance in, but do we really want that, people? Do we really want that? The best way to go about it would be to introduce him and what he's all about entirely, not just to the casuals, but also to the fans. Like, rewrite him to better fit the current circumstance and direction the series is headed in. Give him a purpose in it, because as it stands now, he doesn't really have one. Give him a little animated series of his own to coincide with the release of a game centered on him. More on that in a bit. But for now, let's talk about that reintroduction, because as far as that goes, the stage has already kind of been set to a small degree with the movie side of things. Iblis was unceremoniously defeated by Knuckles, and as a result, Knuckles wields the flames of disaster. Once upon a time, this could have easily been more easily written off, you know, given the Knuckles TV show is just a spin-off, but he also has him in movie 3, so it's all canon. All of it. Yay! So say Silver was introduced in the films, which likely will eventually happen, it sure won't be under nearly the same circumstances as it was in 06. At this point, I'm not even sure we'll get an adaptation of the 06 story. So if we are to get a Year of Silver to coincide with his debut on the big screen, the time to reintroduce him and all his rewritten lore would be then. If this route is the one we're taking though, I don't see a Sonic X Silver anything working out though. Sonic Generations worked fine enough for Shadow as a story that dealt with the past, resurfacing and all that, but they're not just gonna re-release Generations again, right? Right? I don't know, I just don't see any other mainline Sonic game story being a good template for Silver to fit into either, especially for taking the path of reintroducing him, you know? So what do? Reintroduce him in Frontiers 2, anyone? In a traditional point A to point B Sonic playstyle, Silver might not be able to embrace all that makes him unique. However, Silver and his abilities just befit the exploration and puzzle-based playstyle of open zone Sonic like a glove, if you ask me. So again, I've never had fun playing as Silver. Well, okay, wise guy, what would you do to make him fun then, you may be thinking? First of all, let Silver be fast, goddammit. Never been a fan of Silver being slow. Not saying he needs to be as fast as Sonic and Shadow or anything, but like... really? I appreciate they upped his speed in Project 06, but even then, this isn't what I want in my ideal Silver gameplay. I want Silver fast, and I want his telekinetic abilities to accommodate for that. Think of how Chaos Control worked in Shadow Generations, where you had to build it up before being able to use it when you please, though using it at certain points throughout the level would reward you with additional pathways and skips you likely wouldn't be able to reach otherwise. That's how I'd like Silver telekinesis to work, you know, something akin to that, with him shifting level geometry to make alternate pathways or align enemies to clear gaps. Or imagine the gimmick of Crazy Gadget from SA2 coming back, but like as a core gimmick, where Silver can use his telekinetic abilities to defy, flip, and fuck around with gravity as he works his way through stages. You see what I mean? This shit I'm saying right here, this is the gameplay Silver deserves, not this slow-ass hold your hand here and watch the level slowly arrange itself for you to slowly progress. Nobody wants this. Me, I'm nobody. I don't want this. Oh, I'm nobody. Damn. Yikes. That. You know, when I wrote that in the script, it didn't sound nearly as hurtful as it does saying aloud. Alright then. The way Sega and Sonic Team has fumbled Silver both gameplay and relevancy-wise needs to be studied, because looking back at 06, you can see the vision that he was meant to be on par with Shadow in terms of his staying power, and if a Year of Silver can give him even a semblance of that, then I'm down for it. I just don't see a Year of Silver working the way a Year of Shadow did overall, but that's just my viewpoint on it. What do you guys think? And give me your thoughts on my idea for a fast-paced Silver gameplay. Have you guys had fun playing with Silver's unique abilities? Is there something I'm missing? You know, let's discuss it. The video portion is only the beginning of the discussion, as I normally say. So, yeah, let's discuss. That's the video, though. See ya in the next one. If I don't have a mental breakdown first. Why did I add that?
Right, yeah, I think Silver is probably not getting any sort of thing anytime soon. Yeah, I don't see Silver coming back anytime soon. Maybe in a game, but even that, I don't think so. From the movies, he's not gonna come for maybe the next 2 movies, maybe even 3. So this guy's not gonna be around in the movies for probably another decade. And yeah, so that's gonna be probably a problem if people want him now. Maybe in a game. I could see him in a game, but not in the movies. As of right now, not in the movies. No, it's not gonna work. But maybe in a game, I definitely could see Silver coming to life. Let's see this. So 2030? I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's possible, but yeah. Let's see here. Next up is, I think, a song. Escape from the City Extra Remix. Okay. Let's check this out. Right, let me see the screens up. Screen. Alright, let's go.
Follow me.
Okay. That was Escape from the City Extra Remix. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. That was nice. That was a cool remix. Let's see what's next. Next up. Oh, yes, a reaction from Sam, of course. So we're gonna watch out a Sam video, which he is checking out Sonic 3 deleted scenes and extras. Okay, it's a pretty long video too, so maybe there's quite a few of them. Let's check this one out. Let's see how these deleted scenes and extras are. All right, let's check this out.
Hello Procrastinator, Sam here, and today I am going to be doing a live discussion and reaction to the Sonic Movie 3 deleted scenes. It was just released digitally, and there is deleted scenes and bonus features that has been released, and like I did with movie 2 and with movie 1, I want to do a reaction to those. So let's jump right in. We're going to have a live discussion with my audience. We're going to be doing this live at the same time, so this is kind of a new setting for me, but we're going to see how it goes, and let's just jump right in. Alrighty.
This movie, at the heart, it's joy, relationships, connection, and amazing characters.
We got to talk about this immediately. What am I looking at? What is this, dude? It is so interesting. So these are puppets? They did puppets too. I know James Marsden talked about with movie 1 how at first he had to just talk to like a tennis ball, and then in movie 2 they moved to like more sculptures, and I guess for movie 3 they had actual puppeteering happening for them.
He's getting into his teenage years now, so he's spreading his wings a bit.
So they really are aging him up. That's
it's
good.
Great to see that dynamic and how he plays off Maddie. And
isn't he great? Tika and I were sort of messing around because we have this playful dynamic with our characters. And
that's actually really good to know that, like, even on set, even Jim Carrey, who's worked on so many movies, says that working on this set is really funny and really fun.
His family can create this big spectacle, but it doesn't really mean anything if you don't care about the characters.
Tom, Maddie,
they got that right, and they understand that more than anyone, which is great. Hey, no, that was great. That was a really fun video. Just showcases the love and the fun they have behind the scenes. So many. That's the constant with everyone working on this movie. All the main actors saying that they're having fun, and I think that's super important. For what shows up on the screen. Yeah, this is actually important. I actually really wanted to see this one.
This company I work for was hired to create animation for that game. And so that was my first exposure to Shadow, was actually getting to animate the character and to work on that first game of his.
Isn't that awesome?
Going head to head.
Like that he worked on the original game. And
I didn't want to go too low with Shadow because Knuckles is there. Understood. And I didn't want to go too high because Van and Sonic are there. So trying to find that's
actually interesting.
Spot of the voicing and the emotion was hard work.
So he did research, and it's actually cool because he's talking about how like deep Shadow got. So what that tells me is he listened to his voice in SA2, and he heard Jason Griffith's Shadow, and he probably, because Jason Griffith's Shadow, I believe, is like the deepest Shadow's voice really goes when you think about Shadow voices. So yeah, it's interesting that he actually listened to all of them, and he tried to find a balance of like kind of incorporating all of them while also trying to find his own place, while also not going too deep.
Building Sonic 1, we were basically talking to tennis balls.
Oh my god, dude, that puppet is insane.
Sonic Tales. We made the pools specifically to land chows on fire.
Dude. Dude, I love it. I don't know why. Just the shot of like all the chow freaking out is really, really funny to me.
Specifically built massive sets to get it all in.
Wow,
Our biggest
that looks
set
incredible.
is on stage 2, really made it warm and full of life. And we come back 50 years later. That
Wow.
lens is gone. And
That is
tonally, this place is completely different.
that is something that, you know, and again, I guess, you know, it's something that you know, but you don't really think about too much as you're watching. But the fact that they had to make essentially 2 versions of this set, the set production, the fact that they had to make a one from the 70s, one that is clean, works, and then they had to destroy it for this aspect 50 years later. It's just so cool. And again, I think it goes to show importance of the fact that, like, this is why these movies succeeding is a good thing, right? So about 122 million. Okay, so about 122 million was about the budget for this movie. So yeah, just that increase in budget from like 90 to 122 million, it adds so much. I'm really grateful that Paramount's hard work, Jeff Fowler's hard work, and the hard work of everyone who was part of this, the fact that this movie made over 420 million now, it paid off. It paid off, and it shows that when you pour money into it and you give it more stuff, it will succeed and it will do better and it will be rewarded.
The first time Sonic and Shadow fight was one of the first that we storyboarded.
Oh wow.
I gotta ask, wanna hedge on to another?
Oh wow, this is
Who's got
cool.
your highlights?
Bringing in Shadow just amped everything up.
Whoa! Wait, I gotta see that again. Again, I really like the behind the scenes, early animation and stuff like that. I really like that. Wow, that's interesting. That just looks so cool.
Amped everything up.
Shadow's unlike anything Sonic's faced before. He's stronger, faster, and a better fighter than Sonic.
Dude,
whoa.
I'm standing right here.
I sat down with the team and everyone had the same look in their eye of like, and everyone had the same look in their and everyone
Bruh.
had the same.
Bro had a real gun. Bro had a real gun. That's crazy.
Oh, Shadow had a real gun.
Yeah.
In the oh my god, he got it. They kind of gave him a real gun in the okay. Interesting choice.
We were wrong.
I'm happy they kept the gun overall. You know, it doesn't have to be real, but that is really cool that they, even from the get-go, they're like, they knew they had to incorporate this somehow. You know what I mean?
Everyone had the same look in their eye of like, we got to bring it and we got to really deliver the fans something special for this.
We don't know if it's Godzilla or Hello Kitty down there, but as long as we stick together, there is nothing we can't handle.
Whoa. Yo, we got the rigs?
From the early days, it was just swinging for the fences and coming up with awesome set pieces that would really showcase all these incredible powers.
That is cool.
We just have some monumental moments.
Hey!
Wow.
Dangerously weaving through traffic is my thing!
Dude. Wow. Dude, that is they
Dangerously weaving through traffic is my thing!
Chat, okay, hold on. Am I going crazy? Maybe I'm going crazy. Is that literally like the Shadow 05 model? Am I going wild? Am I going like cuckoo crazy? That looks like it's straight out of Heroes and Shadow 05. Is that the Shadow 05 model? That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy if that's real. I mean, do you think Jeff Fowler had this on hand? Do you think he already had that in his files from working on the 05 game? Interesting. That's cool. I'll have to look, like, hopefully we'll see more of this. But yeah, guys, I think they literally had the Shadow 05 model when doing the concept. That looks very much like it. That's cool. We got a closer look at it. That looks very much like the Shadow 05 model. Because it doesn't even look like it's on model with the movie universe. Like, it looks like the amount of spikes there, too, are the amount he has in the games. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, you know, either Jeff Fowler just had this rig on hand from when he worked on Shadow 05, or if Sega possibly gave it to them just to kind of give them an idea. You know what I mean? Kind of wild. That's kind of wild. Whoa.
Why are you running away? We were just getting started. Watch out!
Wow.
There's so much thought that goes into all of the planning. We always want to bring in some surprises. Shadow is riding a motorcycle up a building in Tokyo as Sonic is taking shots at him, and it's awesome and so exciting.
It's one of my favorite sequences. I love the attitude between them. It sets up that amazing relationship between Sonic and Shadow and that conflict that's going to occur through the rest of the movie.
Yeah, they planned that Akira slide day one. They planned it so early on. They said, dude, this is going to be gas. That's awesome.
Shadow takes out Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles in this incredible way. And it sets the stage for a movie where Team Sonic's going to be challenged like they never have been before.
When has that ever stopped me?
Wow. That's incredible, dude. That is my favorite stuff to see. And the idea that they possibly had the Shadow 05 model on hand is so interesting because it looked just like it. Okay, now we got some deleted scenes. Whoo! Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Bay Arthur cake. Alrighty, let's do it. Let me hire this up. Go full screen. Here we go. Wow. All right.
This cake is so delicious. I literally cannot stop
nice voice.
eating it. But who is the gray-haired wizard?
What?
That's B. Arthur.
What?
Apparently, the bakery was confused too.
What? Oh, that's, is there a joke that I'm like? Is there a joke I'm missing? Maybe chat. I need somebody to explain it. Oh, B Earth. Oh, B Arthur. Oh, because B Earth Day looks like B Arthur. Okay.
Nice.
I can see why they cut the joke. I can see why they cut it. Because I'm not the only one who's confused. I was like, wait, I don't understand. Got it. This is why we got the chat. Okay.
Hey,
wait, they're in disguise. This is what I'm talking about. Every time I mention, like, there's the scenes that are different. In the movie, they already escaped by the time Gun got there. But in this, they were still there. They just wore disguises. That is... Wow. Okay, let's continue.
Hey, stop right there!
My kid loves you guys.
What?
Want to get a selfie?
What?
Perfect.
What? Bro. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, chat, I'm going to be the first to say I'm actually so happy they cut this scene. And I'm going to explain why right now. Imagine this scene plays.
Gun has ever built. You're the only one I trust to keep it safe.
Imagine this scene plays.
Commander Walters.
Commander Walters dies, and then we go here.
Yeah.
And Walters would just be laying right here dead.
Yeah, that would be crazy. That would be crazy.
Yeah, I'm happy they cut that. Yeah. I'm happy they cut that. And actually, this does bring up a discussion, right? Because people, one critique a lot of like fans would have too, and not even just fans actually, a lot of people have is like, they like the serious bets. I do too, but there are moments in the movie where it jumps to goofy really quickly and it kind of kills the tone. And it kind of felt like they were not confident enough to fully stay in that seriousness. They weren't sure. Like people would drive with it, but people were. But what happened is the goofy bits when they were in the movie sometimes felt like they took away from those moments. So this would have been a great example of that. I actually wouldn't have liked it for them to like kind of be doing this, and Walters just died. Like their commander just died, and my guy has the Chow phone case. Take it like he looks like this. Your bro just died. Like, I'm happy they kept this look when they escaped. So they did make it in the movies in some ways, but it is funny. What is this about? Let's see.
He's also become a very big fan of telenovelas after his multiple surgeries in Mexico.
Huh?
He broke every bone and punctured every organ in his body.
Oh! Oh, this is all... Oh, he actually fell. Wow. Interesting. Okay, so... Oh my god!
Stem cells aren't covered by my insurance, but it doesn't matter anymore. My days of evil doing are over. I'm just another streamer, fishing for subs.
What?
Trying to sell tickets on the Ad Eggman hype train.
What? I feel called out.
Nice.
I feel called out right now. Genuinely, I feel called out. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
Why they have to do me like that? That's crazy. Why? Yeah, no, that, so actually, I'm not gonna lie. This is, so I understand why some of this was cut. I kind of wish they did lean into, Stone saving Robotnik after the last movie. Because there is some people that was like, how did he survive? Now, for me, who plays the games, I don't really care. Because, like, I never question how Eggman came back. You know what I mean? We've seen Eggman explode. We've seen him lose. And he'll come back in the next game. So I never question it. I never question it in these movies either. But we saw with Stone playing as the gun soldier in the end of the movie too. This kind of would fit into like how he saved Robotnik. But yeah, it is interesting that like after it's all said and done, he actually saved Robotnik. Seeing this scene, Ivo and Gerald bonding. This is going to be funny because I actually did say on my review that this cutaway gag was actually, it wasn't bad, but it was the one that it didn't really make me laugh. It was like, I felt like it was trying to make me laugh, but it didn't. It was like when Gerald and Ivo like were bonding in VR. It kind of felt like a bit cringe, but let's go into what this one's like. Let's see. What in the what? What? Bro. What is going on? What? I understand why they cut that scene. I actually I understand.
What the hell, bro?
I think that that took away from the movie. That was very random. Just a bit far. Just a bit too far. Too in the realm of goofy. Interesting though. Interesting to see like they had even more planned for that flashback. Very cool. All right, so we got deleted Ivo live stream. You know what? I'm gonna leave the chat on for this one. We got an Ivo live stream. Let's see what this is like.
Okay.
Cheers, my ever-swelling stream of toadies.
So wait, this one is gonna call back. It's funny, I got Miley Hat here, we got the, okay. So this was gonna call back to him being a streamer. Which is so funny.
Cheers, my ever-swelling stream of toadies. It is I, Huevo Diablo.
Oh my god.
And Gerald, my long-lost grumpy grandpappy.
Bro.
Say buenos dias, mi abuelito.
Dude!
What 10th circle of hell are you talking to? My
what?
Heads. The unwitting live stream of Team Robotnik. Nobody. Welcome to
Nobody.
the reveal. I hope you can deal with all this Riz.
What? He said Riz?
BTW, we just passed 10,000 followers. Excuse me while I monetize. Most energy drinks just promise to get you through the day.
Oh my god. Babies want it?
Put your Aunt Nancy's big old underpants on a donkey and ride it to the mall just to lick the handrail of an escalator. Drink it and go.
What the hell? Dude, they made like a prime joke.
What the hell is going on?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy they cut that. Again, it would have been yet another thing that took away. I get it.
That was...
But this is funny. Egg
crazy.
Zone Ultra, Snacky Josh, RoboFan. What the heck?
Yeah.
By the way, I really like the alert. It's just an egg with the devil horns. I like this alert system. Can I get this? Yo, can I get this? He has 905k viewers. Excuse me. Also, why does this this fake Twitch UI looks better than the real Twitch UI? This here, this is the biggest shot at Prime I've ever seen. Babies want it. Damn. As funny as that is, I actually am happy they cut that. That took it away. That took away that, like, that is a minute of, like, not dealing with the plot. You know what I mean? Oh. Bro. What?
This is wonderful. As a child, I received no guidance at all. No training in teamwork. That's touching. Save it for your one-man show. Great idea, Gramps. I think I'm beginning to feel seen.
Huh. So that's interesting, yeah, because they originally hid in these picture frames in the final movie. Kind of cut this out. It just I felt unnecessary.
I'm beginning to feel seen.
Interesting.
Oh, that was fire, Gran Torino.
Of course it was. I'm a Robotnik. We boogie oogie oogie till we just can't boogie no more.
According to the comments, subscribers agree. Except
Again.
at Zitsby Poppin, who writes, the Museum of Ancient History called. They want their fossil back. I think that's about you, old head.
Oh yeah? That's Zitsby poppin'?
They're doing...
If I'm a fossil, your mom's a paleontologist.
Ah!
But she digs me.
Ah!
And you're gonna be living in her basement till you're 45.
We should leave before we get flagged.
Gladly.
Okay. So they continue the streamer jokes. They completely took that out for the entire movie. I like that. I really am happy they did. I think genuinely. No, they're not calling me out. Chad, that's so mean. How dare you? Okay, I'm 27. It would have been even more jarring just to have that constant back and forth as they progressed every Eggman scene. I can see why they cut that out. They really had a whole subplot. And we just didn't know about it. They completely cut it out. Another live stream joke. Wow. This really would have been a whole thing. Okay, let's see it.
We've successfully established our tactical position in the Earth's orbit. And we're getting hella popular. Welcome, all those helper streamers, to our new family podcast, Dos Locos Huevos Sandiablados, sponsored by Berserk Energy Drink.
Bro.
One sip of Berserk.
Again?
You'll pile up so many kills playing Fortnite, you'll try to turn the controller on yourself and have to be treated for post-traumatic
Smurf disorder.
Drink it and go. You're gonna need something to face the impending wrath of the Eclipse Cannon.
Whoa. Early animation.
Spoiler alert.
No, I am so thankful they cut that out. But it's funny and good that we still saw it and it lives on here. But that goes to show that it was a good thing to cut, because they completely cut this whole subplot and it changed absolutely nothing about the film. It also takes away from the seriousness of the matter. It's a serious thing, because also keep in mind, when in the movie, when we are in this room, this is also a very close area in the movie where we get the backstory for Shadow and we see Maria's death. So if we saw Maria's death and it cut back to this, or this happened before that, it just wouldn't have worked. That is actually, this actually shows me a lot of those concerns of people worried about the goofiness or the cringe is taken away from it, that goes to that someone on the inside already raised those concerns, and they actually listened for the most part. So yeah, that's pretty much it for all the cut content for Sonic Movie 3. And I gotta say, like, it's so interesting to see what was cut. And I think the more interesting thing for me was seeing the development of this movie and how different it is compared to movie 1, movie 2. Them utilizing that bigger budget, making those giant sets to create the game world, to create like the Eclipse Cannon, to create Eggman's Lair, and just bringing it up another level. Seeing Jeff Fowler and the attention to detail he goes into making these movies, the fact that he talks about his history working on Shadow 05, and the fact that we could see in this early animation just how much work that goes into it, using the puppeteers so the actors have something to really resonate with when they're acting. To see, like, for example, like from the get-go, they had Shadow using a gun and actually shooting a real gun. They seemingly have what looks like the Shadow 05 model in these early animations. So they were taking stuff literally straight from the games. And the attention to detail they're going in with the animations, because I already said it in my review, the budget for the animations alone, the characters look amazing. It looks like every scene, they put so much detail into their facial animations and how they act and how they react to the world around them. A lot more detail than the other movies. With that said, this is amazing. This is incredible. And I'm just so happy that this universe has grown. This movie is now the most successful Sonic movie. And it really goes to show that I hope even for movie 4, we bring it to the next level. And yeah, incredible stuff. This was such a treat to see. And real quickly, I do want to go over some of the concept art for the movies here. I know there's probably gonna be some we're missing. This stuff is still coming out, so as the studios that worked on it, they're gonna be adding this stuff to this portfolio over time. But I do want to talk about a little bit of this. So it looks like there's gonna be like a segment of this giant ball rolling down London, chasing after Knuckles and Tails. Very interesting subplot. Nothing of that ever happens in the movie. Next, we got this. So this is very interesting, and this is something I did talk about in my review, but we did have an early storyboard for the final act of this movie leak, I think over a year ago, well before this movie came out. And it looked like at one point, the story was going to be based with time travel. And as you could see, you know, Gerald and Eggman were going to have a full-on fight scene with like lasers, and it looked really cool. But instead, we kind of went with that awkward Mantis fight, which I didn't really like that much. You guys can watch my review about that scene. But if you guys can see in the background here, the laser, the Eclipse Cannon, is shooting at Earth and is actually destroying the Earth. It is actually making contact with the Earth and destroying the Earth. And I believe my headcanon is what they were going to do is they're going to have time travel where they go back in time and prevent this from happening. Like the Earth was going to get destroyed. But seemingly, my headcanon is they decided to take out the time travel element out of the story, possibly for movie 4 with Metal Sonic, which we could talk about right here because this is very interesting. It looks like, yeah, early on, they were thinking about having Metal Sonic in the movie and maybe having like a bad future where it's just Eggman took over. He took over the Earth. So I'm happy they kind of reserved possibly they reserved this storyline for movie 4 where time travel is an element and he has to defeat Metal Sonic to give probably Metal Sonic 2 his own movie in a sense. And yeah, I guess this goes into that whole thing with the world being destroyed. We have a giant, it looks like possibly, yeah, like water or like, I don't really know what's going on here. Actually, this looks like sand, not water, but sand. You got scorpions here on Knuckles, and yeah, very interesting to see that stuff cut out. But I do love the concept art. The personality is really shining through on the characters. I really like that. Next, we got Amy, and this is interesting. This is very interesting. So that I believe this and this are probably the same world. You know what I mean? Just the background looks like desolate, absolutely destroyed. But it looks like we got an egg robo, the exact egg, like a mass-produced egg robo from movie 2, We got this with Knuckles and Sonic interrupting Eggman, watching the soap opera. This time, they got Will Ferrell in the soap opera. Now, that is a choice. That would have been... I know exactly why they cut that out. Or they just did not go with it. That would have been another A-list celebrity to buy so much money to be thrown toward Will Ferrell just for 60 seconds of screen time. We got this concept art, which we already talked about in our video, but in the child guard. I love Sonic here. Looks incredible. I like Tails. This is awesome. Love it. Love it. This is an interesting shot. So this is when they're camping. But yeah, no, very interesting shot here of the gang. We got the next one here where we got Knuckles. Yeah, so this is when they're going through that black hole. This one is such a cool shot. Interesting though. So yeah, so it looks like the arc is already exploding, but Shadow is by Sonic. He is perfectly safe. Gerald and Shadow. This is when, yeah, they were tied up, but this is supposed to be in the old gun base, but they're in what looks like an old library or something here. Very interesting. Obviously they decided to change it to a setting that's more in line with the universe. Very cool. I love this shot. This is a great shot of Shadow and Maria. Very cool. This was literally one-to-one recreated in the movie, so they did an amazing job capturing this in live action. They did great. Now this is interesting. This is an interesting thing to talk about here. So this kind of reminds me of the games. Now the interesting prospect with this image that some people in the chat were mentioning is that this could be a dream sequence, or it could be when Shadow's on the moon with Sonic and it's reminding him of when he was looking at the stars with Maria. Interesting is probably not like an actual scene then. I guess that would make more sense, the fact that Maria can't breathe in space. So I guess it would make sense that it's probably a dream sequence of him imagining what it was like when he was like at the stars with Sonic. I actually kind of do wish that stayed in the movie then, because I do feel like, as I mentioned in my review, that scene where Shadow switches, becomes good, was a bit quick. So yeah, I do feel like this may have been needed, but interesting to see it in concept. We have this next concept, I guess, of when Eggman was in Mexico. Like escaped in Mexico, which is very interesting. Got a whole lot of brands here. They had a lot of brand deals set up. They were ready for it. And what did they stop for groceries on the way? Like, that is interesting. Okay. We got this one here of Shadow and Sonic fighting, and this is once again showcasing, like the other concept art, the arc shooting and hitting the Earth. So Eggman would have won. He would have destroyed the Earth, and there would have been a time travel element in all of this. Oh god, this is so badass. We got Eggman and Gerald fighting together to defeat Gun as they steal the key. I really wish they actually did this. I do think that is one thing I do hope they lean into, or even by Jim Carrey on, is not every scene needs to be funny or goofy. I would like if they were to have some badass moments. I think if Gerald and Robotnik had a badass scene, that'd be so cool. And then we got this one, which pretty much made it in the movie. It's when Sonic and Shadow are fighting in Shibuya, except we got Knuckles and Tails, who were part of that fight. They were not sidelined yet. But yeah, it's very interesting to see all this concept art. It's very interesting to see what was kept, what made it into the movie, and how things have changed as they continue to make it. I think what was cut was fair enough, and in the end, the movie is still amazing, and I really like what we got. And yeah, nothing much else to say outside of that. I'll just say thank you all for watching. Thank you guys for joining in on this new
all right, so those were the deleted scenes and extras. Yeah, I could see really why a lot of them were deleted, especially the streamer things, bruh. I don't know about that, bruh. I don't know about that, Chief. Yeah, I think it was just way too much and way too random, and at times just absolutely insane. I don't think it fit the vibe of the movie either. It just felt way too out there. In the movie, that you have like this goofiness to it, which you can really like just chill with. What the hell we just saw right now was just really, 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 really out there, bro. I'm just like, what the hell? You know, like, why? Like, I don't know. So I think it's good that they cut it out, though. I think that was good. Give me a second. Okay. Ah, my eye. Wyatt suggested something you skipped? Oh. Well, is Wyatt even here? I mean... Wait, let me see what it was. Ah, right, yeah, Wyatt did send something. Wait, why is Wyatt even here, though? Because there's no point in watching it if he's not even here. I want to watch it with my mans, you know? If Wyatt's here, we could watch it. But if he's not, then I'll just save it for next time. He'll probably be here next time. Let me see what's here. Okay. Let me see. Little unskippable ads. Glad it was cut. Yeah, honestly, I could back that. I could back that, Zach. It just seemed way too crazy, and it was legit advertisement as well. But anyways, the Sonic Squad plays Sonic 3 and Knuckles Part 1. All right, let's check this out then.
Here to pop in while it's hot. Link is in the description. Enjoy the video.
I can't believe it. I can't freaking believe it. It's finally here. We're gonna play Peak. Finally.
Still in shock that we got this far, but we're here and we're ready. I'm so ready.
You best believe I'm gassed up too. Oh, and quick context, y'all. You're probably wondering why we're in this new room with all this cool-ass decor and stuff. Well, to put it short, if you keep up with the IDW comics...
Holy shit!
Yeah, something happened to it and stuff, so now we're here.
Why am I never in any of those anymore?
Anyways, hope you guys aren't too put off by the new setup. Oh, and we aren't gonna be giving the location away just yet, in case we get doxxed by a certain fat-ass doctor.
Facts I ain't dealing with that again?
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's get down to the meat of this video.
Yep, let's do it to it.
Alrighty then, let's get that lock-on action in pronto. Get ready, everyone. Welp, it's finally time to take on Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yes! So Pig!
You're ruining the fucking intro. You... Jesus Christ, man!
How the actual hell do you make those noises, dude?
Sorry, these games just do something to me, man. Anyways, let's start this off right. Pick me, Sonic.
Hell to the no.
What?
Not only did you completely butcher that intro with that spaz attack, but my story won the poll we did a while ago. Suck it up, knucklehead.
Bullshit! You're actually gonna ruin this for me. You're goddamn lucky that Knuckles Chaotix is right after this, you blue bum.
Guys, who cares about that? Look at this base cutscene.
Kapow!
Damn!
That's what you get for being the same old blue turd per usual.
Oh, cry about it, Nux. It ain't my fault the poll won. It also ain't my fault that you busted at the sight of the title screen.
Well, Tails busted at the sight of the Sonic 2 title screen, but we didn't give him nearly as much shit as you're giving me right now.
Hey, at least I said I was sorry later. I just got excited is all.
Doesn't matter. It's still basically the same thing.
All right, come on. Let's stop it and just focus on the game. I already got the first special stage, boys.
Good stuff, Sonic.
At least you're starting the game off right.
Dude, we gotta get these emeralds quick, man. You know that we gotta get all 7 before we start the Sonic and Knuckles section of this game?
Oh, I totally forgot about Hypersonic. Man, I can't wait to see that form again. It's been a hot freaking minute.
Hell no! Please don't freaking tell me that you're gonna go absolutely sit-so crazy when we get Hypersonic. I still remember when you stole the controller from Tails back in Sonic 2, dude!
Oh, relax, man. I won't be doing any of that. Maybe? I don't think.
You better think, Sonic, or else I'm gonna get pissed off again.
All right, I get it. Hop off already. I'll try to hold back once we get Hypersonic. Just don't blame me if I get a tiny bit hyped up is all.
We won't hold you for that, Sonic. It's admittedly a badass form.
But you can hold me for this absolutely insane special stage gameplay. I'm dominating this shit.
It's just the first one. It'll get a lot harder from here on out.
Good job, though,
Let's
Sonic.
Get it, baby.
That's one
Good stuff,
emerald
Sonic.
down. Man, I'm glad we're on actually good special stages still. I freaking love blue spheres.
Now you're speaking my language, little buddy. They're the perfect balance of challenging yet satisfying to complete. We've come a long way from those seizure-inducing Sonic 1 special stages.
On God, those were ass cheeks.
Speaking of all this special stage talk, do you guys remember where all the special rings are in this game? I'm pretty sure I remember where a majority of them are on Angel Island, but that's about it.
Have no fear, Tails. As the expert of this game, I got most of the locations down by memory. We should have all the emeralds down by the middle section of Sonic 3.
Good shit. But look at this big-ass circle dude. He's gonna burn down the place.
Curse that egg shitter and his bitch-ass badniks! I can't believe I was naive enough to trust that fucker!
Yeah, but at least you eventually came to your senses, Nux. Besides, you should feel honored to technically be Sonic's first ever true rival.
Yeah, I guess you're right. At least I won't ever do that stuff again, right?
You're all good, Knucklehead. Anyways, on to Special Stage 2.
Man, you're really just gonna clear all these out as quick as possible, huh?
Might as well, right? It's just gonna be all the more satisfying to cleave through the later stages as an unstoppable super hedgehog.
Aside from being crushed by walls?
Aside from being crushed by walls? Yeah. Can't believe that trash-ass bullshit. Whoever designed it that way should kill themselves.
High-quality cooking once again, Sonic. I expected nothing less for this game.
Hey, considering this is basically the last Genesis Sonic game, we gotta end it on a high note. No way we're gonna disrespect the GOAT like that.
Bars.
Absolutely. Back-to-back bangers.
Oh, and I almost forgot. We got the banger-ass elemental shields back at it again.
Hell yeah. That's gonna absolutely shred through this mini-boss. While that's happening, which one is your favorite shield, guy?
Easily the fire shield, man. It's basically a really early version of the homing attack when you think about it.
All three are great, but my favorite's always been the thunder shield. Having a double jump is insane, and not needing to worry about grabbing rings is just the cherry on top.
Facts on that, Knuckles. Oh, it's your turn to play, Tails.
Thanks for the controller, Sonic! Anyways, my favorite is definitely the bubble shield. Like the fire shield, it's kind of like an early version of the stomp, and not having to hear that horrible drowning theme makes it all the more better.
Valid reasons all around, gang. Good luck on this special stage, by the way, little bro.
Thanks again, big bro. Damn, I forgot that even these stages are a little trippy to look at, though.
Hey, you guys know what would fix that issue with blue spheres being trippy?
What would that be, Knucklehead?
Sonic 3 AIR! Why the hell aren't we doing that shit?
Knuckles, I don't know how many times I need to explain this to get it through your thick-ass skull, but we aren't playing remasters. We're playing the official versions of the games, and that's final. We ain't no bitches.
So we're sticking to official releases then, huh?
Yeah, that's right, Knuckles.
Okay, well, what about Sonic Origins?
Fuck no!
All right, easy peasy, baby. That's 3 emeralds down. Damn, I forgot that they basically give these things away at the start of the game.
Only the most dedicated and badass Sonic 3 and Knuckles players find all of the emeralds as quickly as possible.
Facts.
All right, just gotta press this switch here and we're good to go.
Hey, Nux. Why the hell does Angel Island just have a bunch of random switches that control the water levels and shit lying around?
Well, actually, I genuinely don't fucking know. It isn't like us echidnas are exactly technologically savvy or anything.
Tails, you got any theories as to why that's a thing?
Wait, Sonic, don't!
Actually, I do
God
have
damn
a
it,
couple
Sonic, look at what
theories.
you've done!
It's
my bad.
possible that the Death Egg crashing into Angel Island not only caused all
Tails,
the native animals to turn
that's
into
enough, little bro.
badniks, but furthermore, it
Furthermore?
also
And you
caused
say I'm
certain
the
terrain
dumbass?
to change up. Considering these switches we speak of are also made of metal.
Dear Lord, what have I done?
As for how they control... Also cause certain terrain to change up.
Somebody please end myself.
I do it for you fucking bitch!
As for how they control the level of water, it might have to do with the inner working of piping and air vacuum that's soaking up the water, so paths that need to go through some clear pathways. Again, that's just a theory. A game theory.
Who let bro yap for that long? Why do you enable this kid, Sonic?
Hey, don't look at me. I don't know what's gonna set him off onto one of his yap sessions, bro.
Whatever, I got the damn 4th Chaos Emerald. Can you guys be happy for that at least?
Oh, right. Sorry, little buddy. Good stuff. We're already over halfway to Supersonic.
Yeah, and I'm also fairly certain that's the last emerald you can get for Angel Island, especially since Egghead is coming up soon.
You're probably right on that. But considering we already got 4 in the first zone alone, I think that's a dub in my book.
And there's another bubble shield you're gonna cook, buddy!
Seriously, that Egghead won't know what hit him. You'd think after getting his ass whooped 3 times in a row that he'd stop going after the Hedge Gang. But nope.
Hedge Gang? Is that our new team name now?
That sounds stupid. Almost as stupid as Team Sonic not being called Team Knuckles.
Chill out, it was just a thing I came up with on the spot. Also, Sonic Squad rolls off the tongue a lot better than Knuckles Squad, wouldn't you say?
All right, you make a good point, but look out! This bitch is trying to carpet bomb us! Run, run, run!
All right, calm the hell down, Nux. I'm going literally as fast as I can.
Clearly not, because you're literally taking almost every bomb right to the head.
There's
Just saying.
another
You know
one.
I can't control that, and you know the Tails CPU is a complete dumbass. Whatever, we're about to face that diet-dodging egghead. Get ready, gang!
Bro thinks he's slick by going through the trees. You're gonna cook, Tails.
Yeah, this fight ain't too bad. You just gotta dodge the fireballs while not falling down the pits.
God damn.
Shit.
You know, I hate having to compliment literally anything revolving around that big blob of an egg. But this boss theme goes hard, man.
I guess so, but god damn, you're destroying this, little buddy. Just damage boost to victory.
I like your energy, Nux. Get wrecked, egghead. Angel Island down. Next.
Smooth as silk, Tails. Just like that, we're already getting into the meat of this game.
Oh, it's only just begun. This is gonna be peak. Get wrecked, scrubs! Ha ha ha! Oh, I know I'm not a bad guy anymore, but that's funny as fuck to watch.
Yeah, whatever you say, Knucklehead.
But anyways, it's finally my turn to play peak. I'm gonna absolutely destroy Hydrocity Zone and leave nothing in my wake.
Wait, what did you just say, Knuckles?
Huh? I said I was gonna cook on Hydrocity Zone. What's up, lil bro?
You know it's pronounced Hydro City Zone, right?
Oh, no.
I thought that was pretty obvious.
Excuse me? That's lame as hell. It's clearly one word. So, it's Hydrocity.
That doesn't matter, Nux.
God damn it,
you
guys,
see both
come on.
Hydro and City, right? That's about as self-explanatory as it gets.
Why the fuck wouldn't they add a space in between Hydro and City then if it was supposed to be pronounced that way? They do this with literally every other zone that has two words before zone.
Stop being a dumbass, Nux!
Guys,
just
hello?
because the two words happen to be combined doesn't mean they aren't the same pronunciation. We wouldn't call Green Hill Zone Greenhill if there wasn't a space.
Hey, I'm not being dumb. Hydrocity sounds way better than Hydro City.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Nuh-uh.
Stop it right there. I am not listening to both of your bullshit again. No.
Yeah.
Stop. Okay, are we good now? For the last time, guys, you can disagree in a less annoying way.
Hey, Sonic, buddy, you know we usually just do that stuff for the bit, right?
Knuckles, I think he needs a minute to cool down. We should seriously stop doing that.
I know. It's just a force of habit, I guess. I'm just gonna try and clutch up on this Halloween-looking special stage.
Well, you know what we definitely shouldn't stop doing?
Huh? What's that, Tails?
Showing off our revamped spring store.
Holy crap,
yep,
Lois.
That's right, everyone. We didn't exactly like how the original store was laid out, and it definitely felt a bit bloated for our liking. So we're wiping it clean and setting up some new stuff for y'all to enjoy. Right now, we have the SDS Black and White Edition t-shirts, hoodies, and stickers up for grabs. And there'll definitely be more merch that isn't just a big old picture of a blue hedgehog's face on it. Make sure to click the link in the description or check out the shop tab on the channel. Thanks again, y'all!
Holy moly, Tails! That was a fire shameless plug right there. I'm proud of you, little bro.
Oh, gee, thanks, Sonic. I'm glad you're all calm and cool again yourself. Sorry about that.
Don't sweat it, I'm good. Sometimes I need to learn how to take the bit. I get it.
Yeah, yep, that's, checking out and stuff. Let's get it! Still haven't lost the good old Nux touch. Wow, we might actually get all the emeralds in the first damn episode.
I'm not sure if that's possible, but we'll have to see. We're definitely getting them by at most episode 2, that's for sure.
Also, rest in peace, Pink Emerald. I just realized we had that shit, never to be seen again.
Is this another bum-ass mini-boss?
Yeah, it is, little buddy. Speaking of Pink, have you guys heard up on Amy as of late? Last time I heard her was on the phone with that no-good bat bitch, and I forgot to ask about where she's been.
Actually, I don't really know. Aside from that lunch tier list hybrid we had with the Mario Bros, I haven't seen her around.
Oh, come on, guys. We probably haven't seen Ames in a bit because we've been working so much on the channel. Not to mention, we haven't had much to do nowadays in terms of official Sonic content since 2024 wrapped up.
Yeah, you definitely got a point, little bro. Whatever, it's fine. We've been hanging out with edgy folk for the good part of a full day, and I guess it would just be nice to hang with the wholesome guys, you know?
Hey, at least we're playing back-to-back bangers, right? Also, here's the controller. Sonic?
Thanks, little bro. And yeah, we're eating good. First, we finished up Sonic X Shadow in an absolute banger fashion, and now we're going back to the classic banger in Sonic 3 and Knucks. Life couldn't be better.
Yeah, we're playing arguably the best 3D Sonic game, and now we're playing the definitively best 2D Sonic game. Let's go!
Okay, Knucklehead. Seriously? I think definitively best 2D Sonic is a pretty big stretch, right?
Yeah, Sonic Mania and Sonic Rush would like to have a freaking word.
And Sonic 2 is still definitely up there.
Ha 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 ha! Kill yourself!
I'm just saying, Knux, it's a big stretch to call a game objectively the best, you know?
I stand by what I said. Sonic Mania is overhyped and Sonic Rush is at best a cult classic.
Oh, a certain someone is gonna have a field day with you in the Discord server.
For real.
Alrighty, just gotta nudge up against the wall here. And there we go. We're getting that 6th emerald, boys.
Damn, y'all have truly and completely cooked in the emerald hunting. I know I'm a good treasure hunter myself, but y'all are easily second placers.
That's a pretty big compliment coming from you. Thanks, Knucklehead.
No problem, Sonic. Now stop talking like this, you fucking weeb.
What the hell?
And that's 6 emeralds in hand, bro. We're probably not gonna find the last one, but 6 in the very first episode is a job well done.
Good stuff, Sonic! Man, you got so many! And then we'll be able to just sit back and enjoy the levels for a bit.
This game is as good as beaten already. Oh, and good job on the extra continue. We take those. Uh-oh, look out. Who's that handsome devil?
Oh my God.
Here he comes. Rougher than the rest of them even. Tougher than leather, some would say.
Damn, and we're straight back in the water. No problem, though. We're gonna just completely wreck this living circle and get out nice and dry.
You know, I will definitely give Sonic 3 this. It got a pretty damn good water level. Like, we've gone a long freaking way from the absolute dumpster fire that was Labyrinth Zone.
You're spitting facts, Tails. We haven't been ranking the stages, but Angel Island and Hydrocity are both solid bangers in my opinion.
Too bad the boss battle isn't that good, but hopefully I can just get above Eggy Head and absolutely destroy him.
That's the key, Sonic. Just try and time your jump right with those bombs.
Look at that, you got him.
Get cracked, Egghead. That's Hydro City or Hydrocity or whatever the fuck you want to call this place. Done. GG, boys. GG.
Good stuff, Sonic. You ready to take on the next zone, Tails?
You bet I'm ready. Better strap in, ladies and gents. It's only gonna get cooler from here. Oh, wait a second.
Ah! And here's a shout out.
All right. We got one more. We got part 2. We got part 2 for this. So let's check that out before we check out some other stuff. Was it part 2? I forgot. Okay, it is part 2. Alright. Oh, Wyatt, you here? Welcome. Welcome, Wyatt. How you doing? I didn't even know. Wyatt pulled up. Alright, let's check out part 2.
Time for Marble Garden Zone, bro. 1 emerald left, and then we'll be able to just cruise on through Sonic 3. How are you fellas feeling?
Well, considering how well you guys cooked for the first couple zones, I'm definitely satisfied and sure that this playthrough is gonna go as smooth as silk. What about you, Sonic?
I'm optimistic, as long as we're able to stay on track. Some of the zones up ahead are straight buns and need the almighty power of Super Sonic to blast through easily.
Oh God, not this again. I don't want to beat this bit into the ground already, Sonic.
No, I'm serious, man. Isn't the next zone literally Carnival Night?
You're right on that, big bro. And for once, I agree with him, Knux. Carnival Night Act 2 is especially annoying to go through without Super Sonic. So I'm for sure getting that last Chaos Emerald beforehand.
Fair enough, I suppose. I mean, a real lock-on tech gamer such as myself could go through this whole thing deathless, but that's just me.
Yeah, whatever you say. You doing all right on this, Tails?
I'm doing fine, just getting used to this is all. Sorry if it looks like I'm rushing, I just forget to follow the flow sometimes. Okay, maybe I'm just freaking crashing out gameplay-wise. I don't even know anymore.
Relax, little buddy. You don't need to play perfectly. We've got a good chunk of lives, and it's not like you gotta save rings for Super Sonic yet.
Well, just don't go too easy now, Tails. You gotta make sure you're plenty hardy for the future of this fantastic quest.
Okay, well, there's also no need to just rush in there all bad shit insane. there's spikes freaking everywhere in Marble Garden.
Yeah, terrible timing, because I just got pricked in the ass on that spike.
Oh, come on, Tails. Stop being a pussy and just damage boost through this shit. We need to get to the peak zones already.
The hell else is peak in this part of the game? The only other zone I can think of is Ice Cap, but that's a given.
I'll have you know that Launch Base is pretty damn underrated. Not to mention all the great zones in the Sonic and Knuckles portion.
Gotta agree with you on that, Nux. Mushroom Hill is a fire starting zone. I honestly prefer it to Angel Island.
I'll look over the disrespect to my homeland, because that was a good take.
Ice Cap and Lava Reef are my personal favorites of this game. There aren't too many bad zones aside from Sandopolis, to be frank.
On God, Sandopolis is pretty poop fart. Mushroom Hill and Hydrocity are some of my favorites. What about you, Nux?
Like I said, Angel Island is freaking fire. Literally in the second half, too. But I also gotta go with Sky Sanctuary, man. It has freaking epic bosses, and the music is tight.
Once again, another round of fire takes. It's great that this game really has mostly good to banger zones, huh?
What did you expect? It's literally the best mainline Sonic game.
And once again, that shit's subjective, no?
Okay, I'm gonna stop that right now before we get into another argument about our damn games. Instead, we should just focus on getting through this zone and finding that last ring, right, boys?
Oh, crap, I forgot. Jeez, I hope I can find it.
Hope isn't gonna get you anywhere, Tails.
What the fuck?
I told you that you need to power through this and trust your instincts.
Knuckles, I said that I'm gonna try. I'm not some all-knowing god on every damn game I've played, you know?
Well, of course you're not a god at this game. That spot belongs to me and only me.
Well, since you're the one who knows all about this game, just give Tails the answer to where the special stage rings are, dude.
Oh, goddammit, what now?
Sonic!
What?
I've been waiting to play this game on the channel for over a year now.
Your point being?
My point being exactly what you said since the start of our playthroughs. We ain't bitches!
What are you waffling about, Nux?
I'm not just gonna give away the answers to this game's secrets like it's a motherfucking Make-A-Wish house up in here.
What?
Y'all have to earn it!
That's a crazy comparison. But come on, Nux. That's different. Don't you want to speed up this process?
Like we said before, Carnival Night is up next, and there ain't no way we're going through that without Super Sonic.
If y'all can't find the last freaking emerald on your playthroughs, then it ain't my fault your emerald-addicted ass isn't getting a high.
Oh my god, I told you I've taken a step back from that shit. Whatever, you're fucking hopeless, bro.
No,
Jesus,
not
Tails.
whatever. If your punk-ass, red-ass, dumbass isn't gonna help us, Nux, then I'm gonna find this emerald on my own if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, so you're telling me that you're finding the emerald right here on this very act?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, damn it. I just gotta search in the nearby walls and stuff.
You got this, little bro.
Oh yeah, you totally got this, Tails.
Is that sarcasm I detect? Do you doubt me, Nux? Or are
you— whoa, wow, I just couldn't have expected that.
Oh my god, this fucking guy, man.
I can't believe it. Wow, that's just too bad. Huh, Tails? That emerald chance, gone. Expired even.
Okay, we get it, knucklehead. No need to be an ass to Tails now.
Lil bro was definitely asking for it, talking all that smack as if I don't know my damn Origin game like the back of my knuckle.
You know what? Whatever, I got cooked. Just take the freaking controller, Nux.
All right,
I'm gonna go get some mints. I'll be back, just you wait.
Why the actual fuck do you have to instigate this shit, dude?
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't expect him to get so heated so quickly. Also, he was kinda asking for it, getting all cocky and shit.
Motherfucker, you're acting like you weren't sucking yourself off just a minute ago. Tails was only getting confident because you were instigating him and not helping him in the first place.
I really don't know what you want from me here, Blue. I'm just trying to maximize our dominance of this game, while also not giving ourselves handicaps. I mean, these are our games. And we're playing them for hundreds of people to see. We should have some damn standards.
Oh my god, Okay, you know what, Nux? You see that gap right in between our images on the screen?
I'm not sure if that was a fourth wall break or not, but yeah, I see it. What about
that? That gap represents the space that's now empty because our little bro Tails isn't there right now. And the reason he isn't is because you made him mad. Sure, we may have a level of standards when it comes to finishing our treasured games, but this is the freaking Sonic Squad, man. It's not just Sonic and Knuckles. We gotta have our little bro with us along for the ride. Are you with me, Knucklehead?
Damn. Sorry, I just sometimes forget how literate you really are sometimes.
What can I say? I gotta be book smart along with the street smart sometimes.
But no, you're right, bro. I guess I was just letting my passion for this game fuck with my head.
Glad you're back on the right track. And good shit on landing the last special stage, gang.
No problem, dude, but man, I gotta apologize to Tails when he gets back. That gap is really starting to bug me.
For real. It's super weird to see. Not to mention it's lame as hell that there needs to be someone else to fill it fully.
What? Did I inhale too much chaos too? Or am I hearing a Discord call sound?
Hey, it's my phone. Oh man, you're never gonna believe who it is, bro.
Who?
Mamma Mia Pizzeria, spaghetti alfredo ravioli, piazzano, bappity boopity scoopity poopity. It's a me.
Mario.
You Sega Stromboli, see the bigger news?
Oh my god, I haven't seen you since lunchtime. Wait, what big news are we talking about?
Ain't no way you forgot Nux. The freaking Nintendo Switch 2 just got announced a few days ago. We all watched it in between recordings, bro.
I knew this red puncher a pounder was short of brain cells, but I didn't think it'd be downhill the moment I decided to call you all again.
Mario, I don't want to hear it, or else I'm gonna subject you to fat jokes, just like Dr. Diarrhea Dumper back here.
Alright, well I for one am freaking pumped for that Switch 2, dude. It's felt like forever since y'all last released a
Let's go, baby! 7 emeralds in hand! Wahoo!
First of all, why are you meatballs ruining my Wahoo line? And second of all, why the hell are you tweaking so much?
We're playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles on the channel, finally. Knuckles is getting a little excited every now and then.
Oh, I see. That'll be on Nintendo Switch Online soon enough.
Pardon?
Anyways, what did you two think of the short reveal of the next Mario Kart game?
Not trying to sound like a Nintendo dick rider right now, but goddamn, I'm so starved for a Mario Kart that isn't just 8 again. I'm so fucking stoked for that, man.
I'll admit it looked pretty impressive. Although, what the hell is up with my boy DK, dude? Bro looks whacked out.
Ah, yes. We made the decision to retire Rare Donkey Kong and see how well this new version of him plays out, especially after seeing the reaction the glorious Mario movie designs again.
I still think it looks a little funky, minus the Kong.
Okay, that's cool and all, but I need to know. Are there gonna be 24-man races? Because I saw all those starting marks before the starting line.
Well, you know how it is, Sonic. If I get caught leaking any yet-to-be-revealed information about upcoming games, the Nintendo ninjas will butcher me alive, so I'll just keep it as a perchance.
What? Brother, you can't just say perchance. Actually, wait a freaking minute. This is the Sonic 3 and Knuckles playthrough. Stop promoting your Nintendo nonsense here, plumber.
All right, Mamma Mia. Just gotta do a little checking in to make sure y'all are caught up with the boys'
Good luck on this,
stuff.
Boss Nux.
Thanks,
but,
buddy.
Actually, I wanted to ask you paisanos something.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
So, me and Luigi went back to the Mushroom Kingdom a little after the tier list we did. And, well, to put it simply, the princess was nowhere to be found at her castle.
Oh, wow. What an absolute freaking shocker. If that isn't the most original thing I've ever heard happen to you.
Shut your mouth, Meatball. This is a serious matter.
Okay, but so what, man? There ain't no mystery to who did it, right?
Of course not. It was definitely that spiky-as shithead Bowser, but that's the thing. We looked high and low all across the kingdoms, and we couldn't find that King Koopa anywhere.
Huh. That's weird, I guess. I mean, you'd think he'd be hard to miss.
Okay, so what? You're calling us to ask about your woman problems?
Nux, for the love of God, stop instigating, dumbass.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I mean, aren't you guys professionals at this, though?
Yeah, we have experience. But this is unusual. Normally there'd be some big-ass castle or somewhere that's just a giant red arrow to where Bowser is, but it's almost like he left the Mushroom Kingdom.
Really? He can just do that? I thought he had his own shit to rule over.
Look, what I'm trying to say is, usually he doesn't leave his turf. But can y'all at least keep an eye out for any signs? Just in case.
I don't see why not. We might be from different sides of the same coin, but we're all heroes at the end of the day. We got your back, Nintendo.
Great, thank you, fellas. I really owe y'all one for this. Oh, me and Luigi are about to scope out Donkey Kong Country in case that turtle turd is scheming over there. I'll see you brothers later.
Take it easy, Mario.
Catch you later, plumber.
Peace.
Well, that was interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I'm honestly kind of shocked he didn't just take that whole time to just self-promote the Switch 2.
Hey, well, you know how they get when that Princess Peach gets nabbed, you know? Also, I need that Switch 2 in my life.
Damn, I wish they called it something cooler than the Switch 2, though. I guess you could say I wish they switched it up a bit.
The fall off is insane.
Hey guys, I'm back. Hope I didn't miss too much.
What's up, little bro?
Yeah, you didn't miss too much, but Tails, I'd like to apologize for being an ass to you. I'm just very passionate about these games, and I let that take priority over being decent to you. So, I'm sorry.
It means a lot to hear that from you, Nux. I'm sorry for getting a bit of a big head myself. I guess we're both just hardcore.
Oh, sorry, don't mind me. Just trying to vibe hardcore without interrupting y'all's wholesome moment.
Oh, well, what I was trying to say, Nux, is I guess we're both just hardcore for these games, huh?
You'd definitely be right on that, little buddy. Still, though, I'll try to be less dickish about how we go about this. We may not be bitches, but that doesn't mean we can't nudge each other in the right direction a little bit.
Facts all around, you guys. Glad we're all buddies in arms once again.
Oh God, back to the game though. Raise your hand and say aye if you got stuck as hell on the barrel of doom here.
Aye! Seriously, how was I supposed to know you could move that shit up and down on your own?
Literally the only time I've ever gotten a timeout in a classic Sonic game. I once saw a mug with the barrel design on it and reflexively picked it up and smashed that shit on the ground.
You should do the exact same to this boss, Sonic. Him and his oddly phallic-looking electric thingy.
This boss gave me some trouble too, actually. I never really noticed that you needed the top thing to hit him directly.
Nah, Super Sonic makes this thing a walk in the park. Get your Tetris-looking ass out of here, bro.
Oh, by the way, I heard you guys talking a lot down the hall when I was gone. What happened?
Well, Mario gave us a call on Sonic's phone and kind of just gave us his usual princess capturing rundown. Well, aside from the fact that Bowser bitch ass is apparently up and dipping out of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Huh, that's strange. So we just gotta keep our eyes a little extra peeled whenever we're out is what I'm getting at.
Pretty much, little bro. Not that it really matters, though. I bet that turtle's way too slow to keep up with any one of us.
You're damn right! But let me cook here and close off Carnival Night.
Yeah, with the amount of Nintendo yapping we've been doing, you'd think we're not even a damn Sonic channel.
Okay, so I see the little dudes right here. And, yep, there it is. The Barrel of Doom, folks. Drink its disgusting nature.
Yeah, I refuse to call this game the absolute pinnacle of gaming due to the creation of that fucking abomination right there.
Despite the absolute slander that this godness is getting, yes, I agree. That barrel can go rot in hell for all I care.
Oh, wait, just let me go grab this really quickly. Yep, there we go.
That's 11 lives for the count. We ain't getting no game overs, that's for sure.
Whoa,
Is bro tweaking?
Whoa, hold on now. How the hell did you know that was there, Tails? You're telling me you didn't know where a single special stage was in Marble Garden, but you knew where that was of all places?
Well, for one, that spot is pretty easy to remember since it's right next to the dumb fuck barrels. But also, I said that I didn't want to not have Super Sonic before this zone, so I didn't bring it up.
Fair points. But I just caused a power outage like it's goddamn Five Nights at Freddy 5 Bear up in here.
Speaking of which, we hear you, chat, and we're definitely going to be playing more FNAF after we get done these next couple Sonic games.
Oh, hell no. Count me out. Thank you very much.
Yeah, gonna be honest, after we finish up the peak of this game, I'm gonna be feeling pretty burnt out of Sonic content. Not gonna lie.
I mean, we're doing Sonic 3 and Nux right now. We just finished up Shadow Generations. You did that dumbass, bloody Sonic game that we're never doing again. And a little before all that, we finished Sonic CD. So yeah, that's kind of a reasonable feeling.
Milestones for future Sonic games definitely are gonna be a thing still, right?
Of course. We gotta give our respects to the dope-ass subs and all that. They want to see this stuff first and foremost. We just also gotta offer some variety, you feel?
I mean, obviously, why wouldn't we? Although it's been a damn long time since we've done a tier list, now that I'm thinking about it, that should definitely get put on the list.
Maybe we'll do another little members community poll then.
Oh yeah, it's been an even hotter minute since we've done that.
But all you non-members should also leave more suggestions for games we should play or even games we should continue that we've already played. Y'all know what the comments section is good for.
Oh man, I love it when we plan cool shit like this. I mean, now that we're playing this game and Knuckles Chaotix is confirmed right after, I just don't know what to do with myself, man.
For real, one of your ongoing bits was begging for these games, but it's all gone silent now, huh?
I'll just go for begging and pestering for us to watch the Knuckles show.
Fuck no!
Do you want us to get copyright strike to hell and back you goofy-ass echidna? Kill yourself!
The Knuckles Show is a fan addition designed to hedgehog universe, offering a fresh, engaging take on the loved character of Knuckles, the echidna, with his mix of action, humor, and heart. The series does a great job of expanding Knuckles' personality beyond the typical tough persona he's often known for. The show dives into his more vulnerable and complete sides, particularly as he navigates new challenges and relationships. The dynamic between Knuckles and his quirky companions adds depth to the narrative, balancing high-energy action sequences with moments of character growth and development. The animation style is vibrant and visually appealing, appealing to both younger audiences and longtime fans of the franchise. Ultimately, the Knuckles Show shines because it successfully blends fun storytelling with character-driven moments, making it a worthwhile watch for both Sonic fans and newcomers alike.
I regret having ears.
I regret being conscious.
Hey, that's what you get when you disrespect Peak. Still can't believe that show didn't win Best Adaptation at the Game Awards.
That category was rigged. Arcane should have won, and Amazon definitely paid those fuckers off to let Fallout win instead.
Hey, I'm glad a semi-good show won at least, unlike Knuckles.
Oh, screw you! This is why you've yet to get a show, Tails!
Hey!
All right, girls, keep your freaking panties on and focus up. This boss should be a damn cakewalk since you got Super Sonic.
Yeah, you got that right. Good on you for not busting everywhere when you first transformed this episode, by the way.
True, good stuff. But let's go. I cooked that fat boy like some poached eggs. All right.
And we're 2/3 through Sonic 3 now. This is gonna be smooth sailing from here, huh, boys?
Goddamn right on that! We're gonna cook this half and cook the next part even better!
And now, it's on to the peak that is Ice Cap! Hell to the motherfucking yeah! Oh, you gotta press jump, Tails!
Oh right, sorry! And here's a shout out to our
Alright. We'll watch part 3 next time, bruh. That's enough brain rot for today. Okay, that was, yeah. So that's that. We'll watch part 3 next time. Let me see here. What was it? What was it? What was... Hold on, what? Okay. That was quite brain rot, bruh. Yo, Alex, if you're about to suggest something, please just make it a song or something that's not too long. My eyes are starting to burn, bruh. I've been staring at a screen for 3.5 hours. Oh man. Alright. Let me see here. Yeah, why? I'll do your video since you pulled up. I shall fulfill your request. Let's find it. There it is. Okay, let's do this. Which one? Oops, that's the wrong video. Okay. Let's watch Wyatt's recommendation here. It was City Escape, but I think it was something interesting about it. City Escape from Sonic Adventure 2 made out of cardboard. That's a very interesting title. I have no idea what the hell that even means, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Nah, it's okay, Wyatt. You pulled up, bro. Just because you pulled up, I shall watch it. Since you weren't here, we weren't going to watch it. But since you decide to pull up, bro, we're gonna watch it, alright? We're gonna watch it. So let's see this. Let's see this. City Escape from Adventure 2 made out of cardboard. I don't know if he's gonna make like a little like animation out of cardboard or something, but we'll find out. Why is this going around? Okay, never mind. All right, we're good. All right, let's go.
It may appear that I am in a perfectly normal bedroom/video game setup room. This is actually the cardboard dungeon where I hide all of my problems. After doing so many Amazon videos over the years, I now have a crippling addiction to buying things and then putting the boxes down here, and we're gonna solve that issue today by basically just making an overcomplicated diorama. We get into City Escape here. We're stuck on this board. I can't look at things to make things. We could just look up images of City Escape. I mean, I can generally see all the assets for most of these images. Like this one's not too bad. It's like, I could just freehand it. We'll look at pictures to kind of get an idea about the assets we'll be working with. All right. Start off with a box, kind of crazy thing. We'll start with this safe. Basically, we're gonna have a slope and then a little bit of flat and then a slope again. And then we're gonna have all the houses and the cars and the trees and everything. All right. Okay, this is gonna be a workout. Now I know there's actually a specific kind of cardboard a person can use to be crafting things. That doesn't clean up my basement if I buy a bunch of that, does it? So what I'm thinking, and it'll be something like this, because I want it to be just a regular slope, kind of like where you start. This will be like a square where it'll be a car intersection. All right, let me glue this on here so I don't have to hold it. I've got my Sharpies there too, so this is just gonna be cardboard and then Sharpies, and then if it says big rollin' power on it, we're gonna be okay. If we just sit it like this isn't a very good looking road. We need this to be up, we need this to be at the right angle, so we're gonna cut some pieces for that. That'll kind of hold that angle for the moment. And this will kind of just go in here. Next, we gotta get into setup for the buildings to kind of decide how we want things to be. If you look at this image here, you can see the buildings have these brick bases so that they're not sideways. So I just need to make some angled parts for the houses to be on. Much like the Lego video, this is just another thing I did as a kid. So I have some prior knowledge in how it works. I have a lot of glue for this because we're just lathering a lot of it on here. Yeah, we'll do something like this and then we'll cut it like a staircase and whatnot. Try faster. I don't want to hold this. I need like rocks or like something to hold these in place. It's not often for a video I need rocks. So now we're gonna want to use this 90-degree piece of cardboard and mark it with an actual utensil instead of just pretending like I can draw with scissors. Because then it's a platform for the house to be on. And yeah, there's gonna be a lot of me sitting here holding pieces in place while hot glue dries. All you ungrateful fools out there working a minimum wage job and service, just be thankful you're not me sitting here holding cardboard. I do this so you don't have to, so you can work your privileged lives.
Hey-o.
Ouch! Ooh, okay, that actually burnt really bad. We need to draw bricks on these and whatnot, because we're gonna make this look good.
This is Knuckles, and I'm back.
Yes, I know, to all you OCD fans out there, I got this one brick wrong. I sincerely apologize, and will do better in the future. There is a sidewalk that sticks up ever so slightly.
They playing with the wrong guy.
Okay. Oh, man, cutting sucks. I'm gonna use this piece and try to whip up a tree idea. They're pretty basic trees.
I feel the heart in mysterious ways. That's why I stay on point like every single day.
So this will be a cutout for a tree. And what we're gonna have is a slit that comes about halfway down here. And we're gonna make it 3-dimensional as well. About as 3-dimensional as a tree in Sonic Adventure 2 is, which I think they're just PNGs that are always aiming at you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rig, there's gonna be an eye tracker that will gauge where they are and where they're looking at, and then the tree will be on a rotating disc so that the trees will always face the person looking at them. Or we'll just do something like this. Now cars, like I already made this car, this is a super tiny ugly car that is stupid. Sorry, I didn't mean it. What else? There are stop signs and different such things. Ooh, she's steaming. All right, working on the first house here. And you can kind of see how the houses are designed. They're fairly tall. You can see they're a lot more angled. So if I actually did this right, yeah, we've got a little bit of a house. You know, since the Lego video, I have done a lot of pondering. Okay, I'm actually really dizzy from blowing on that. Give me 1 minute before I go into this tangent. So I've been pondering a lot since I did the Lego video, and I realized this video will be so much better specifically because I have the GoPro angled correctly. Before, it was angled way too much forward, and then people didn't see what I was building, and sometimes it just seemed pointless to have the head cam in general. So I think that's a pretty big step up, and it might kind of really kickstart my YouTube career, finally get my name out there, you know? All the GoPro anglers will be like, man, this guy knows his stuff. And all right, this is dried now. Kind of go like this, and it'll look more like a building, like a house, but then we'll have another building here, and a corner building here. And now I'm kind of getting an idea of how this is actually gonna look. And then we've got something like this, so it's got a ledge on it. Maybe we'll put a door here. And now we hold this. You may have noticed this is the first time in Peter Knetter history that I've used 3 different cameras in one video. And that's for 2 reasons. 1, to have 3 different cameras, and 2 is actually because I'm extremely paranoid and I'm worried that one of them is gonna stop working, because every time I record, something gets lost. Last time I tripped on the audio cables. I have gameplay recorders go out constantly, cameras run out of battery, this GoPro I don't trust. I mean, granted, it would really suck if the only angle we had was the one that you can't even see me in right now. Geez, okay. You scared me a lot and I don't like you anymore. Yurt. And there goes the GoPro. I said it already, you don't have to yell at me. Well, okay, so we're gonna let this dude charge for a bit. So I'm gonna go upstairs and get food and do a few different things. I was maybe gonna leave the footage of this blank wall and absolutely nothing going on down here in the video while this charged. But my intuition tells me not a whole lot of people want to watch that. So I'll cut it out. You guys can praise me in the comments all you want. I won't make you have to set a timer for 2 hours and make sure you're back here on time. So I'm just kind of cool like that. So it's been a little closer to 20 hours, but I didn't really do that much. I finished the other side here of the house platforms. So I think it'd probably be best if we just worked on the houses for now. I gotta do some of the artwork on this thing. What? Oh my gosh, how do I keep not drawing lines when I do that? Now, in the meantime, I've also been considering how I'm going to have a Sonic in the road, and it's kind of put me in a difficult spot because there is a certain cardboard character from Sonic that may or may not be associated with my channel that a great deal of people want to see, that being like 5, but they're very, very angry people. Sorry, passionate. I like making these videos where it's just making things, because I like making things. Making things is fun. I think it's the aspect of like the fact that things are being made and I'm the one making them might be what I like about it. But the problem with doing these kind of videos is that there's a lot of in-between nothingness going on, such as right now, where all there is to talk about is I got a rice cooker today. I've never used a rice cooker before. To the 2 people out there who care, it worked good. Cooked my rice. I guess I couldn't ask much more from it. Put it like right there or something. I think this will look good. Sidewalk. Alright, figure out which direction you're going, bud. My forearm feels stronger today. Not even sore, just I think it leveled up. Look at this, I'm even gonna use cardboard to make the pieces of sidewalk a consistent size. If it were physically possible, I'd just use a pair of cardboard scissors. That's how true to form we are here. It's a sidewalk, and I'm actually just gonna glue this house in place because I wanna get an idea of how it's gonna look. Something like that. That's neat! That's going to look neat! Woo! For the higher up building, I say we do something more like this with one of the angled roofs going on. I can remember one of the coolest things I ever made out of cardboard when I was younger was an entire pinball machine. I made mechanical cardboard parts so that you could actually hit the bumpers and it would flick the paddles and all that. I hadn't thought of the fact that when you roll a marble on cardboard, have grooves in it that the marbles would travel down. So it was a failed idea, but it was a pretty cool concept. Yeah, we hold it for a week. I should have saved the pinball story for me holding it like this. I'll tell it again. So when I was younger, I could just get like a hot glue clamp. I think that should be a thing. It's like a vise. My hands are getting so tired from squeezing cardboard together. Sticks out a little bit, it's perfectly fine. Man, I just love the smell of hot glue. The fumes, I tell you, they fuel my creative juices. And then we take my water bottle, and we're geniuses. Hooray for water, did it. You're the best water, you saved my life. Now I can still wait for it to dry, but just be more stupid and wave my arms around because I don't have to hold anything. These are supposed to look like tiles. They mildly look like tiles. In fact, they look more like scales, and I did the bottom row wrong. All right. Building number 2. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. Wow, doesn't it just look great from this angle? I'm super excited about how you can say that the back of the building says PC. Oh, I could move the camera so that it's around this side and then you could see it better, but that'd be pretty stupid. Building's on the other side. It's the sound I make when I'm cold. And this building's got a big old curve in it. While I'm waiting for stuff to dry, instead of just sitting here talking random stories, I'm gonna actually make some trees. Also, being very careful to make sure my address isn't on any of these trees. You don't want the infamous box docs, where you get doxed because of a box. This is actually surprisingly similar to how trees are made in real life as well. Normally it's done by like a 5-year-old in a Chinese factory though. Yeah, it looks pretty stupid from the back and the side, but from the front, it looks like a building that will soon be a building. All right, trees. Cars are the next thing I'm gonna have to make, and I'm not 100% sure how, but this one turned out like utter crud. All right, I think I have designed the correct car, and we are actually just gonna have to hold this in place. So story time, what do I have to talk about? I don't know, I got none. I'm just gonna sit here in silence. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the all-new Chevy Stupid. It looks like a car. What car? No car, but a car. Oh, it's driving! Wow, who would have thought that tracing the same shape of cardboard would make all the windows the same shape? Definitely not me when I was making the other buildings. This takes so much flipping focus, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, if you're not watching the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, I'm gonna kill you.
All right, chill. Okay, bye guys. Okay, while I was gone, I actually unlocked a new ability, and that is to make all the cars at once, or at least pretty close to all at once. Have all these like this. With all the parts manufactured, I can now, I'll do the art on them ahead of time, and that's a dude. He's not easy to see, but that is a dude. All right, let's see if these look really stupid or not. Oh, hi. How's it going? Have you ever seen a car before? Would you like to? Yeah, you feel free. It's not a very comfy floor, but... You've been roasted! Hard number 2. This looks so dumb. I legitimately just tried to drink and blow at the same time. Another car. Looks better from this angle. Looks terrible from every angle. All right, next up, we gotta do this this other side building here. So that's a storefront, and then we're gonna make sort of a curved awning. You got your awnings and your offings. That's that building. We'll let that dry real quick now. I say this part should be up. So there's like a wraparound building and then maybe one long house or something right here. Fumes directly in my nose. That should hold up pretty nicely. Different idea. There, just put the whole flipping box on there. That's a little sturdier. Man, who would put buildings on a slope like this? I know I'm kind of making it, but I didn't design this place. Now this part's gonna be fun. The corner house. It's gonna go like this. Jeez. Good grief, that's hot. That one hurt. I'm a little afraid of this glue gun now, not gonna lie. That's why you don't play with guns, kids. This building will now have 168 on it. This is how it was in Sonic Adventure 2. These are shrubs and flowers that I'm drawing right now. If I had colors, I'd probably still use black. There. And... alright, so this is actually starting to look like a street here. I'm not gonna put stuff here to block the view, so we'll get a good view from this angle once it's all done. We're gonna put some trees, we're gonna put some cars, we're gonna make a mini Sonic. I have decided. Right now, I just made up my mind. We gotta go upstairs and quit recording for now. Can you please give some words of wisdom for all the people at home? I have never heard anything in my life. Alright, it's day 3 and I've done some contemplating. So in the meantime, I did get this building done. I got some of this road done. I haven't brickified this. I brickified that. Overall, it's looking good, but I was thinking, man, it's been 3 days and yet we've only gotten this much. And then it dawned on me that 90% of the time is just based on waiting for the hot glue itself to dry. Now, armed with that knowledge, I'm gonna do absolutely nothing differently because I don't really have a choice in that matter. I'm gonna make a billboard here, much like the one on this building. He's got his big old double fingers, whatever, buildings in the background. And I'm not putting the text on, so this is actually gonna go on top of this dude. So we've got that under control. I did make a stop sign. We have to make the road. You see there's like a train track and the intersection is a certain way. So we're gonna do road art right now. I'm probably gonna do one more building here. It'll go like right here-ish, or do we want to do it like this? So my burn from yesterday was actually hurting really bad before bed, so I put a Band-Aid on it. Does it make any sense to put a Band-Aid on a wound that wasn't even open? No. But I would rather feel good than make sense. You would really suck is if I were a Call of Duty channel and all anybody ever wanted to see me do was Call of Duty, but I would have this hidden secret desire to make City Escape out of cardboard, and it would just never get fulfilled because I'm a Call of Duty channel. And it could have happened too. You guys are lucky I'm not a Call of Duty channel, because back in the day I uploaded this one video. You know, it was like in 2012 or something, back in the day when like trolling people in Call of Duty was popular, and the best videos were like, oh, you found some bratty kid who screams into his microphone every time you kill him? Just upload a compilation of killing him and you get tons and tons of views. I also wanted to upload a video of a kid screaming at Call of Duty because it got tons and tons of views, so here's what I did. Offline split screen with my brother Nick, who was at the time like 10 or something, and I just told him, alright, pretend like you're getting really mad and just scream every time I kill you. That was cringe. And at the time it didn't seem like cringe. But about 5 minutes after we did it, it was cringe. I don't think I ever uploaded it. There it is. There's the building. Time for some props. Flippin' finally. We'll prop it correctly once it's dried in there. Again, we'll prop it up once it's dry. In hindsight, I might have made a few too many trees, but it should be fine. All right, cars. I'm gonna put like one here. All right, the last thing we're gonna do here, make a Sonic. Just a little bitty Sonic. Yeah, I know what everyone's saying. Oh, to make a cardboard Sonic, just like a cardboard suit, we'll make them the same way. Those cardboard characters are their own thing. We will make something unique for this project and something realistic, because this is an exact replica of City Escape. It's gonna be a weird thing to design here, but here's what I'm thinking. This is not that bad. A little mouthpiece there too. We'll make some arms real quick. Get these little bitty arms on here. Look at this guy, huh? That's fantastic. All right. That's it. That's the whole thing. All right, let's get some shots. Rolling around like you're rolling. There's rolling to be done. Gotta make like Limp Bizkit. Can't stop rolling. Please help me, somebody. I'm addicted to rolling. Somebody, please. If you've never heard the City Escape music before, this is probably the weirdest segment of the video. Alright, that's it. I don't think I'll be doing any more to that. I actually enjoyed this. It turned out better than I thought it would. And if you're gonna complain that I didn't do the rest of that hill, and I didn't do that area over there, and the rest of this area, I hope you like stinky farts in your bed. And as for the box problem I had, well, nothing got fixed there.
Well then, that was actually pretty cool. That was actually pretty damn cool. I'm not gonna even cap. Yeah, crafts can be pretty fun, and it's definitely time consuming, but it can be pretty fun. So yeah, that was nice. Let's get into this one now. Let's see here. This was, what was this? How the internet won Sonic 3 over Mufasa, the Lion King, featuring YouTube creators Me and the Devil. Okay. Let's see what this is about. Alright. That actually looks sick, and it's just cardboard. I wish I had talent to make stuff like that, but I don't really. Yeah, honestly, too much time, bro. I'm not good at crafts and shit like that either, but that was really damn cool. Yeah, let's check out this one now.
Sonic 3 is currently tracking to open with $55 million plus domestically. As of now, the film is tracking to open at #1, beating Mufasa the Lion King. Disney is gonna go hard with the promo because they have to go up against Sonic, and even though people want
have human expressions, which just made everything look really awkward. Mufasa doesn't have that problem. The animals actually look like they're feeling what the movie says they are, so that's an improvement.
By far and away, the biggest problem with this movie is the screenplay. No one's motives are fleshed out at all besides what's on the surface, and their priorities can change on the spot depending on when the script needs them to.
Just being a spiteful dickhead was good enough in the original, but because the pacing and thus the relationships are always so brisk, you never once buy Taka's attraction to her, period. Yeah, you could just chalk it up to love at first sight, but I mean, when the inevitable turn does come, it still feels so abrupt and out of nowhere. You never feel that building resentment or anger show up.
I was pretty let down by this transformation into the Disney villain we all know, because in a movie that had plenty of stuff they could have cut, like most of those Timon and Pumbaa scenes, this is the element that needed more.
Assume safely that there is nothing in the other two films that would make this one any less obnoxious or horrifically stupid. It's back and forth from being ironic to painfully self-serious to goofy to earnest.
I don't really know if Shadow and Maria should have been hanging out together so much. I was, because Shadow, very much was adult coded. It wasn't like two kids hanging out.
How do you go see Mufasa and then have zero desire whatsoever to go see Sonic 3? Jesus Christ. And more shitting on Sonic 3 coming here shortly.
Mufasa is just not up to par. It's not enough to ascend to the level of the legacy of The Lion King, and that's the biggest shame.
The movie is noticeably one of the less fun things I've watched in a while. I'm gonna have to compare it with Sonic 3, the other movie I watched that weekend. Yes, of course I'm going to compare the two as they're both major kids movies released on the same day, but it does have more to say.
It's a frustrating day for Sonic fans today as Disney flexes how greedy they are in the movie industry yet again. Disney's Mufasa, The Lion King, is hogging more screens, even though Sonic has been out-earning it at the box office. But instead of allowing Sonic to expand its reach, theaters are tied up with contractual obligations to Disney. This is a classic example of Disney strong-arming theaters into giving them priority, leaving less room for other films to shine, even when those films are actually bringing in more money. When a video game movie beats Disney at their own game, you know something's up. The Academy just dropped their eligibility list for the 2025 Oscars. Out of 323 films being considered, they straight up blocked 116 movies from competing for Best Picture. And guess what made that blacklist? Sonic 3.
At first, the Hedgehog easily outpaced the Lion, so much so that the anti-Disney crowd laughed with glee, and the Mouse got community noted. That was incredible.
Gracie here conveniently left out why Disney was community noted, and the reason is because they tried to pull a fast one on everybody. They claimed that Mufasa was the #1 movie in the world, which technically it was, only because Sonic 3 had not released worldwide yet.
And if they didn't know before, they definitely know now. They're hiding replies on their Twitter because people are roasting their latest tweet.
Another hidden reply by Disney Studios. This time it was on a post that had no mention of Mufasa being the #1 movie in America or the #1 movie in the world or whatever. Yet Disney is still so salty and continues to hide replies related to Sonic 3.
Technically, it is the #1 movie in the world, but not for long. That movie is getting non-stop torched every day on Twitter, and it is hilarious. I'm just hoping that this means Disney will learn their lesson and start making actual projects. Oh my god! Oh!
Yeah, it's good.
It's really good, and you know that already. Somehow, this is the one that finally broke through and really won critics over. And it's pretty easy to see why.
Idris Elba as Knuckles, absolutely. Keanu Reeves as Shadow the Hedgehog, perfect.
We only get a Sonic 3 as great as it is by having a filmmaker like Fowler refine all of the elements people love about Sonic.
Yes, I'm mostly here for that fan service, and I think a part of that fan service is appreciating the source material on an emotional level.
It isn't chasing gold statues. It's chasing box office records and fan satisfaction. They've built something that speaks directly to their audience. While Disney's on Twitter trying to convince everyone Mufasa is #1, Sonic's team is letting the numbers speak for themselves. That's confidence. That's knowing exactly what kind of movie you made and who you made it for.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Damn. Yeah, that was just spitting facts. Damn. Okay then. I'm not gonna go too in deep with that because I don't feel like I don't feel like it. But that was yeah. You know what? I genuinely I don't like hating on shit, bruh. I really don't, bruh. If you like Mufasa, cool. If you like Sonic, cool. And that's about it. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Like, if you want to go ahead and shit on one over the other, I'm not here to talk about that. I don't do that either. There's no point in bashing one thing over the other. If you like both, then that's fine. If you like both, then you like both. But some of the comments that were made in that video were just horrific. I mean, pretty dumb, but I guess go off. I don't know. Yeah, you got Sonic 3. Oh my god. Oh man, you have the Sonic 3 ad next to the stream. Nice. Awesome, bro. I mean, I got it quite a few times when we were streaming as well, so it's there. It's around. Alright, let's check out the last thing, which will be a song for today. Magnify. Beautiful. Alright, let's check this out. Let's see what this is. Sometimes I forget Gur saw the movie in the cinema. No, the cinema, yeah, there's some people that were definitely very, very hyped, especially when Live and Learn came on. A lot of people would get hyped. When there was, I think, Amy as well, people got hyped. And what else was there? Maybe even Metal Sonic, I'm pretty sure people got hyped for that as well. And also the SA2 where Shadow and Sonic were fighting, where they did that sequence. A lot of people really like that as well. I mean, those are just iconic moments, you know, so it makes sense. But they were basically giving the fans what they wanted, you know. They were giving what they wanted and they enjoyed it, and opposed to some other movies where it's just potentially just a money grab. You know, they're going back to your memories, going back to your past, grabbing those memories and trying to grab some money out of you. You know, like, I mean, fair enough. If you want to do that, you can. There's nothing really wrong about it, but that's just how it is, you know. Anyways, let's check this song out. Magnify, beautiful. Let's go. All right. That was Beautiful by Magnify, and another good song, and a nice way to end off the stream with a song. So I like that. That was good. Magnify has some bangers. We've checked out quite a few songs from them, and they make some good music. So that was nice. A friend of yours suggested I share the song. Well, it's a good song. Your friend was definitely has some good taste in music as well. I'll pick an even more banging one. Don't worry, I got you, bro. I got you. Well, that is it for today. Man, my eyes are burning. It's nearly 4 hours in. Holy crap. Yeah, that was fun. I hope you guys had fun. I had a really fun time. We checked out quite a lot of things today, actually, and yeah, so that was nice. That was some nice suggestions that you guys gave me. So I hope you guys had fun. I had a fun time, and yeah, I hope everybody has a great day or a great night. I'll see you guys very, very soon, either in a video or back on stream, and we'll be back with some more bangers. We've done streams so much longer than that, girl, and you know it. I know, but I can't do long streams anymore, bro. I can't. I have a hard time now. I got a song that you could react to. What do you mean? You want me to make a video on it, or you want me to check it out after I end the stream? I'm gonna work on some things after the stream. Hope things pick up next month. While I listen to Magnify album, then I'll sleep, bro. Lost the ability to do long streams. That's wild. Yeah, I really have, bro. I really have. A video. Okay, sounds good, KR. Sounds good. Let me know after the stream ends. But that'll be it for today, guys. Thank you all for joining me here for the suggestions and a fun time. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day or night. And yeah, I'll see you very, very soon. So I'm going to do my 10-second countdown now, and join the after party if you want. Anyways, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are not doing the 24-hour stream, Alex. Okay. Anyways, goodbye for now. Thank you all once again.